Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Divulgence. I have my good friend Adam from the Truth Desk here. Adam, how are you, my friend?
Good.
And we have a very special guest here today. We have online sex worker and also the one of the mistresses of Bryan Noem, Raelynn Riley. Raelynn, so nice to meet you, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's really awesome to be here.
Got that right. So, I guess before we get started, whatever you're comfortable sharing, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I am 30 years old. I've been a sex worker for 12 years. I've done adult modeling, pretty much everything under the sun, from lewd cosplay to working in Scoreland. I was a cover girl. I was a centerfold for quite a few years with them. It was an awesome experience. And that's actually around the time that Bryan entered my life. So it was kind of like at the height of my career, I would say. Other than that, I'm a gamer. I'm a nerd. I'm very passionate about what I believe in, clearly from what you guys see online, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I respect that too. What are some of your favorite cosplay characters to do?
So some of my favorite recently, I did a quick Merida from Brave.
Okay,
And I know that's such out of the realm that you think that I would do, but it was so fun.
that's cool.
I went to Disney trivia and I dressed up with some friends. It was a lot of fun. I think my go-to probably today is MJ from Spider-Man because my
Nice,
husband cosplays Spider-Man. So
nice.
we're the gross couple. But I always love doing really complex stuff or overly simple. Like my ravens are super simple, but they
Okay,
look amazing.
cool, cool. Um, do you is this a new hair? Is this a new hairdo? It looks really cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I had a bad mental health in October because I lost my job due to AI. I was a corporate girly for a little bit, and I
Oh,
was working for Microsoft as a tech company, and I really enjoyed it. It was actually going to be a career for me. I sought out where I was going to be in 5 years. I was moving up in promotions. I was doing well. And all of a sudden they were like, yeah, 400 of you guys are getting laid off. And I was part of it. So that was a lot of fun. And which is why I kind of came back to sex work. But yeah, so I had bad mental health. My hair kind of suffered because of it. And now I'm rocking a faux mohawk
looks cool.
kind of thing.
You can pull off an
Yeah.
interesting like a cyberpunk MJ or
Yes.
something like.
Which has my attention right now is cyberpunk.
Cool. There you go. All right. So you already got me so many things I'd like to ask you, but we'll try to stay on topic. So when did you meet Bryan and how how did that all transpire?
So, like I said before, it was kind of at the height of my career. I was doing stuff with Scoreland. I just got my third breast augmentation done. So, I was at my final form kind of thing. And I was doing a lot of modeling stuff. And then I got a DM from somebody named Jason Jackson. And I was like, okay, aliases in porn, very common. So, I was like, okay, whatever. He started talking to me, and he at that time it was kind of big for sex workers to take on stuff from their Amazon list or gift cards, which is how he was able to still stay anonymous. So he would pay me a lot of money in Amazon gift cards or buy stuff off of my Amazon wish list, and we would do shows one-on-one, or he would come and see me when I was live on StreamMate, and then I would actually log when he would come into my room and then make my prices higher, and then he would have a show. So that's how we always kind of did things. But I never really knew who he was until really recently. I didn't know because back then he was fairly easy to just be like Jason Jackson, you know? And at that point, I had no reason to really deep dive into this guy. The politics wasn't really a part of what we were doing. And there was nothing even out of the ordinary what we were doing. Like he just liked, big fake boobies. He didn't like me to get naked. He liked to see like
Really?
wet look stuff. Yeah, he at
Okay.
first he really didn't even want me naked. He liked admiring me in different clothing, and he would buy that clothing, So it was a very transactional relationship in the beginning and nothing to like really call home about.
So when did it, or what do you think was the kind of catalyst for it to grow to, a little bit more, to where you're, in more direct contact?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess what was the, at the height of the relationship, what was the activity going on, and everything, as opposed to it, just, some photos and videos in clothing and what?
Right. So I would say it definitely we talked for years, and he spent a lot thousands of dollars in those years. And I would say around COVID, we both kind of mutually pulled back. I think it was just a scary time. We didn't know what was going on during the world. So we kind of just, hunkered down. And I was one of those people who just kind of hunkered, So when that happened, I would say it was like 2 or 3 years. And that was also during the time that Krysti got into her position in the ICE department, I believe.
Okay.
So I think he was just also kind of busy with that. And when October of 2025 came around is when he came back hot, heavy, hard. And I got a message again from a Jason Jackson. I was like,
and you didn't know, did you know who he was at this point? No, right?
no,
Okay.
no, I didn't know until he messaged me and was like, "Hey, do you remember me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I have a special compartment for people who spend thousands of dollars on me, just a little bit, So I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you," and I think that kind of like boosted his ego a little bit. He's like, "Oh, hot girl remembers me." So he's like, "Oh, I want to buy your phone number," and I was like, "Okay." So he bought my WhatsApp essentially.
Okay.
And we started talking, and he's like, "I want to call you." I'm like, "Okay." So he paid to call me, and we were talking, and the whole time I'm like, he sounds kind of familiar. You know what I mean? It was just like a familiarized voice. And I was just like, okay. And he was very personable talking to him, not knowing who he was outstanding. He was very personable. He was, not, and he loved his ego boosted. You know what I mean? I've never met a man who doesn't, but he really enjoyed ego boosting. So we started talking and got a couple more payments from him, and they all said Jason Jackson, but it had that address from South Dakota. And I was like, okay. And then he sent me one more payment. And I don't know if his account reset or if he was sending another transaction on his business phone, but it reverted back to Bryan Noem on the last payment of that session. And I was just like, huh. I'm like, Gnome sounds kind of familiar to me. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was still in like my business Raelynn mindset. So I was like, okay. I get off the phone and I talk to my husband. I was like, hey, I'm like, does Gnome sound familiar to you? He's like, Krysti Noem? I'm like, no. I'm like, is she married? And he's like, yeah. Well, let's look it up. And we looked it up, and he's like, Bryan Noem. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, how is it spelled? It was the exact same way on PayPal. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I'm like, where are they located? And he's like, South Dakota. And I'm like, okay, that's really weird. Um, I'm like, okay. So he found an interview with like, I think Moms of America or something. And he was like boasting Krysti, God's gift and all this and that. And he was talking, and I'm like, that's Bryan. That is Bryan Noem I was just talking to and have been talking to, because he's using the same aliases. He's bringing up the same like memories, sessions, and conversations that we've had. And I was just like, that's insane. So I did what any internet girl does, and I deep dived on them. And I found out that the number and address attached to his stuff was all linked to his business LLC. which is all public information, which is how I found it.
Do you think that he wanted you to find out who he was at all?
I don't think he cared, because I asked him, because there was a point during the holidays he was really wanting to meet me, and he was willing to pay my fee to do that. And he was like, oh, I want to go ice skating, I want to go see Christmas lights, I want to take you to this restaurant, I want to take you here, all this and that, like grand tour of New York, which I was kind of down for, you know. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm like, if we're going to be legit about this, I'm like, what about people seeing us? Because at this point, I've already given him an inkling that I knew who he was. I would kind of tease him about it in like sessions.
Ooh.
And he kind of like got a giggle out of it. And he was like, I don't care. Let's see. I don't care. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, because it's very easy to spot us. You're a 6 foot nothing man. I'm 5 foot even, with huge tits out to here. And you are the gentleman of South Dakota. It's like, are you sure? Like, I was being his little Jiminy Cricket. I don't know why I was. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah.
Do you and I'm Jordan, I'm sorry, I know it was on your list to ask,
No.
but I know some guys have like a blackmail fetish or like an exposure fetish.
Yep.
Did he ever give off those kind of vibes that was something he was into or would want done? Or
I don't know if he necessarily wanted like his information to be released for like payment as like a fetish thing. I just think he was reckless. I truly think it boiled down to he did not care. He was just reckless. There was really no money attached to it, because he never teased oh, you know, let me give you this type of information so I had it. You know, it was always me coming forward with information and him kind of confirming it. It was never vice versa. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did he ever talk about or hint to the consequences of him of the situation that he's putting, you know, himself and his wife in, given her position?
No, not really. Like I said, I've seen civilians be more careful with sex work and transactions and what they're willing to be seen and doing with, where he was just like, fuck it, I don't care. That was truly his mentality during any time I brought up, you know, concern about, you know, getting caught or people seeing us or publicity, you know, even seeing us, because it's New York, you know. He never really had an ounce of concern.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy, especially the position that he had or is in.
And you weren't like, I could be wrong, you seem to be the one that was possibly most in contact, but he definitely had other cam girl. I think he had a couple a cam girl or two. I don't know what other, but are you familiar with maybe how many he had going on? Did he ever talk about other women? I would imagine he probably wouldn't, because you were more of in the dominant position in that relationship, right? So I can't really imagine him talking about other women to you.
So he never admitted talking to other women. He would say things like, oh, you know, I don't talk to other women like how I talk to you. Okay. And like, I know as a sex worker, I take everything with a grain of salt when something is told to me, especially when you're paying me. But you can tell in somebody's affliction in the voice on how they're meaning it. And I genuinely kind of feel like he genuinely meant it. I do feel like he did not talk to his other sex workers the way that he talked to me. I felt like I probably was the one who had the most boundaries with him, because of how personable he would try to get with me. He would, in our sessions, tell me he loved me, you know? And I know that can be like a height of hormones and emotions, you know, even if alcohol is a played, I know that can be a, you know, a thing, but it's like, you're married to Krysti Noem. You're telling a sex worker, if not many sex workers, that you love them. You know, that's a crazy thing to be doing. And it's just, I always knew, because I always suspect I'm never somebody's only sex worker. You know, I think that's Delulu land for women to think that you are somebody's only dominant. You know, there are some men who will be loyal to women, and that's great and that's wonderful. And I love that. But it's hard to be like every man is going to be like that. You know what I mean? So I knew that there was going to be other women. And then when the articles started coming out, I was just like, oh yeah, there's definitely other women. So there was 2 others that publicly came forward. And I know there was some anonymous articles published, but that's hearsay, I guess, you know, but I know there's at least 3 of us that he was talking to.
I mean, one is enough, right?
Right.
In his situation, one, yeah, I think one is enough. But I guess yours got the most traction because he was the closest, and because there were those photos and those texts and stuff.
Yeah.
How did those get released? I can't remember now. Were they screenshots from his phone or yours, and how did they get out there?
I wasn't the first one to come forward. I think I was the second one to come forward. And those photos are actually not even from me. I never got to see those photos of his tits and the wonky nipples.
The wonky nipples. Yes, baby.
Yeah, I never got to see those. So like when I was in my bed and I woke up in the morning and I saw all these wonky tits everywhere, I was like, I could have fixed that. He couldn't have looked ridiculous. I could have shown him. Like, who did? I want to know what person, what girl got him to do that, because honestly, bravo, like kudos, because all I got was like ass pics and like hot pants. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he would send me. So
really, wow.
Yeah, no.
So were those texts with you?
So
the texts were with you. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So the text, and there's audio recordings that I put out between me and him, just to kind of confirm that it was him.
Gotcha.
So what his main fetish, as I understand, was bimbofication, where he would want to like look and dress like a woman. Is that, like, from your experience, is that the main thing that he wanted, or did he ever want any other type of play with you?
So it really blossomed into a lot of things. So when he came back into October, he came back hot and heavy with, you know, Goddess Raelynn and you're my God and I love you and I worship you. He's talked about like making like an altar and like a whole religion based around me, which is so funny because he's Christian or Catholic or whatever the fuck he is. And false gods and all that, right? Exactly. But so I was just like, I don't know. He started with that, and then he was like, what if I started dressing up for you? I was just like, oh, what do you want to dress up as? You know, because you want to explore stuff with me, I'm all for it. You know, if it's not hurting nobody, I'm here for it. And he's like, oh, I like to wear, you know, these thongs into my office, and I'm wearing one, and I have all these yoga pants, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, so we started, you know, exploring that, and like how he would want his makeup done and stuff like that. And he really enjoyed it. He was always the one to like push it farther to being like, I want to get surgery done. I'm like, okay, generally when I'm dealing with bimbfication, it's generally like prosthetics that they're wanting to buy, or, you know, just kind of looking more girly, you know, wearing like a schoolgirl outfit, or, you know, a maid outfit, something like that, you know, or having the balloons that he kind of had. And he was like talking about surgeries. And I was just like, okay, that's, you know, I guess extreme on that bimboification. That's very committed. And he started talking about how he wanted to be, he started switching the words of, I want to be your bimbo to, I want to be your trans bimbo bitch, was his like exact wording. And I was just like, that's interesting. That's interesting verbiage that we're going to be playing with here. So, you know, he's paying me lots of money. I play with him, and he talks about how he wants to get hair implants, and he wants to get feminization, you know, surgeries for his face, and he wants to get breast implants like larger than mine. He wants to get a BBL. Like it was like a full transformation type of thing. And I was just like, are we still in fetish land? Or like, I started questioning it at one point. I'm like, I don't know what he's exploring with me at this point.
Really? Well, well, we were talking about this before we went live, but the news recently broke that that they're getting divorced after 34 years, which I didn't realize they were. I guess I forgot they were together that long. But yeah,
were they high school sweethearts? They'd almost have to be 54, just almost.
Almost,
54,
yeah. They must have gotten together in their 20s. Because I know they got married in 95, which is when I was born.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I wonder, this is like a side thing. I wonder how he hid all of the clothes that he had from her, because they share a home.
Yeah,
they
dude,
like laundry. Like, what's he doing? Is he doing separate laundry to like keep this stuff hidden? Or I wonder, do you think, Raelynn, that Krysti maybe knew something was up?
Maybe, or maybe they're similar sizes. You know, maybe she just didn't know, or she thought, oh, those are just my yoga pants or whatever. Oh, that's my thong, you know, whatever. Or maybe because he would always be in his office and his home, so maybe he had like a secret compartment where he kept balloons in his leggings. I'm not too sure.
Man, imagine if the kids come in and get into that. What's this?
Right. Going through pop drawers.
Put that back. Don't tell your mom.
Don't tell mama. Oh my God, man. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I mean, as a woman, would you, if you, I mean, did he have any crazy colors to the point where like you would know if that's not your thong or your yoga pants, or did he keep it to basic colors, or
so the hot pants,
that's a good question, Adam, because like, how would you keep all that hidden?
I wouldn't even know. The hot pants that I have of him is like a bluish green, I guess.
I mean, they probably have, I mean, they're rich, obviously. They probably have huge closets. They probably have, they might, I mean, he's a suit and tie guy, so maybe he's got his own closet.
Right.
And maybe he's got, you know, some sort of false bottom compartment thing where you tap on the glass 3 times and then the thongs pop out or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always told me that if he wore thongs, that they were always like in a nude color, and I was like, "You're so boring. Like, what a boring bitch! Like,
yeah,
you're gonna wear a thong but not commit. Like,
you should have made him wear a different color. You're the dom."
I tried.
Was he a good sub, or was he like, no, I don't want to do that, or you know?
So in the beginning, and even like towards like when he came back, I would say he was a good sub. Like in the dynamic and in the relationship, I would say he was very respectful. He kept to boundaries that I had during those times, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was just in a bad spot mentally, or if this was more of a sex addiction where he wasn't listening to my boundaries more, that's where I was like having to hold up a lot of boundaries. And that's kind of even how like I called it off with him. It was because I was in bed and he hit me up. He was like, "Hey, I want to have a phone call. Let me send you an invoice." And it was like 12:30 my time, and I'm in Mountain Time. So I was just like, "No, dude, I'm tired. I'm in bed. I don't want to get up out of bed," because I've done that before and he didn't know, just to like talk to him. You know what I mean? I was just like, "You know what? I'm tired. I have things to do tomorrow. I'll talk to him tomorrow." And that's when I woke up to him all over the news. So even while like the news stories were getting ready to come out, he was still trying to talk to me. And that's really when I was like, he was starting to become a nuisance of a sub. But I don't know if that was like, again, his bad mental health or addictions or what it could have been.
Well, just a timeline that I kind of looked up, and this is just from Grok AI, but the end of February, as I understand it, an illegal immigrant or an undocumented immigrant who was one of his sex workers came to Axios, a journalist agency, with the story, but they couldn't verify it. Then she resigns early March, and then this story broke shortly after. So I almost wondered too if they knew that this story was going to break, and that's why she resigned ahead of time, because that something like this is like, even if you're getting confirmed for a big role like director of DHS or whatever, Homeland Security or ICE, they do these extensive background checks and they check if anyone in your immediate orbit has something like this going on. And it sounds like he was leaving an extensive digital footprint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazon orders for hot pink thongs and
Yeah, no, I did hear about some of his few girls being undocumented, but like I said, unable to like really confirm those details, which is crazy because I also, when in January Renee Good happened, we were still talking and he texted me, "Hey, things are really bad. I got to go with the family." You know, he kind of was panicky and dropped off really fucking quick. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then I saw the news of Renee Good and I was just like, "What the fuck?" You know? So I also was trying to go to news outlets. I tried to go to what is it, Media's Touch, or even just anything anybody would talk to me about this, because I had a lot of concerns. Because now ICE is doing all of this stuff, her husband is doing all of these things, and he's spending money through his business phone, which gave me concern where that fund came from. Because I think it's really hard to go from, "Oh, I'm going to transfer $5,000 from my personal stuff to my business, and then that's what I'm paying them through." You know what I mean? I think that's just a lot of work when you're hot and heavy in the moment. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of concerns where that was coming from. I had concerns with him using his business stuff. Like I said, I felt like I was his Jiminy Cricket, and I really shouldn't have been, but I was. And so I had concerns. I tried contacting lawyers in my area. I tried contacting lawyers in his area. I tried contacting anybody who would talk to me, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. They were like, "This is not our thing. This is not our business. We don't want to have anything to do with you." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I guess I'm just not meant to come forward about Bryan Noem." To find out, I'm not supposed to be the first person to talk about Bryan Noem. So when I saw that, I found the original article and I found the reporter, and I shot him an email, and within 10 minutes, we were talking on the phone. And it kind of just escalated from there. I had a reporter, photographers, all at my house within a week. That I went through an investigation, essentially. Like, it wasn't not in like a bad sense, but they had to make sure like what they were putting out was very factual because of the information that I had. And because of how personal it wasn't just scandalous. I just wasn't his sex worker at this point. He talked about leaving Krysti for me, and he was very serious about it.
So interesting that the girl that the girl that broke the story was an undocumented immigrant that he's spending money on while his wife is working to deport people like that. It's
Yeah.
very, very interesting.
Before we get moving forward, we also have Mr. Brad Binkley in the house. What's
Hey,
going
how
on?
you doing? Good, good to be here.
Hi.
Hi.
Brad, this is Raelynn. Raelynn, Brad.
Hey, Raelynn, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Brad.
What have you guys been talking about?
We just
Bryan.
just getting into Bryan.
The Governor Sex Doll's husband.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, she looks
There's
like a real doll.
Does
An aging real doll. Krysti Noem looks like to me.
Brad, do you have a link open or something? I'm hearing feedback.
Okay, hold on. Let me
YouTube. Does anyone else hear that echo? Or
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
You still hear
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. I'll back out and
Okay.
be right back.
Okay. Cool. Whack off. Back off. Alrighty. Yeah, sorry guys. So yeah, it's crazy that there's just like the country's like almost being completely torn apart because of this immigration issue. No, it's still there, Brad. Because of this immigration issue, and he's not. I mean, not only is he like cheating on his wife, if however you want to look at it, whatever, but speaking to other women. But these people are, for the most part, some of them are younger, but yeah, they're undocumented.
Yeah,
like that's.
So not only is he talking to undocumented women, sex workers who are honestly just trying to make a living, just trying to out here survive, and his whole fetish is being a trans bimbo bitch. And during the times he was with me, he was talking about doing sexual acts on men. And then he's also standing point on saying that trans people don't deserve rights, you know, and LGBTQ is not a wholesome marriage, you know, that essentially we don't belong, you know. It's crazy how hypocritical that he is.
Is he bisexual, or was that just part of the fantasy?
You know, I don't know. And I think it's really hard to speak on somebody else's sexuality. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know what I mean? But just kind of generalized talking from my experience and being married to a man who is very straight. Like he has no inkling. You know what I mean? There's no fantasies. There's no nothing. He likes women. He likes titties. You know what I mean? Like,
clearly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And when it comes to Bryan, he talked about, you know, doing all these transitions and looking like a woman and then doing all these sexual acts on men. And I'm just like, that's not a straight man. In my head, I hear that. I'm like, that's not a straight man. You can't convince me that you're a straight man. And if you are, you're very fluid. You're not completely straight. You're very open.
Is that any better?
Oh, that's perfect.
Beautiful. You're the man.
Thank you. Good.
But yeah, so I don't think Bryan Noem is a straight man. I think he may be very fluid in his sexuality, but I'm not the one to put the name on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What
Brad,
was
you
the
got
first
something to say?
interaction like? Like, what was his? You maybe already covered this, but like the initial call, how did he call up and he was like, was it like walking into a new store? Like, what do you have to offer? Was it transactional? Was it like, was he nervous?
So in the beginning, honestly, he was a very confident man. Like, and that was kind of an attraction on my part with him.
So he
And
knew
the
what
dog-
he wanted.
Yeah, he knew what
Yeah.
he wanted, because there was times where, you know, as a sex worker in a session, if somebody's pretty quiet, I'll kind of take lead. That's fine. You focus
I
on
would think
what's
most
going
people would
on.
start like that, like the
Right.
first
You know,
time meeting you.
I can take lead. I got this. You sit back. I got it. And he'd be like, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. He's like, no, don't undress. He's like, I want this top.
He's
I
like,
want this. I want this
yeah.
angle. And I'm like, okay. Okay.
So he had done
I
it
can do
before, you
that.
think?
Huh?
He had done it before, you think?
Maybe. I don't think I was his first sex worker.
Yeah. Interesting.
Not his last.
Yeah. On it, and I can speak on this because I have not blocked his number. I love staying messy. I see him constantly coming back onto WhatsApp and Telegram, which those are the two apps he uses to talk to sex workers. And he's constantly coming back on and off. So he's still talking to people.
He's still logging in?
Yep. Still talking to people, and he'll be logged in for like a week
Yeah.
at a time, and then he'll be gone for like a week and a half, which is exactly how he does. He groundhogs in and out of sex workers.
Groundhogs? What does that
He's
mean?
got a pattern.
Like he's there for a bit, and then he pops away. He's bye.
Oh,
You won't see him
right.
for a week
Where
or
do-
two.
What, do you know where he goes in that time? Any ideas?
I think that's him trying to stay low, or like Krysti is around a little bit more, or he's got like
Yeah.
the
You know,
grandkids
she's probably
or
tough to live
something.
with. Yeah.
You know, just being pop or something.
I can't
Speaking of which-
believe. Did you ask him if he let her kill that dog ever?
So
Yeah, let's get
we
into
did
the
actually
dog.
talk about that. We did actually talk about that, and
Oh,
that
sorry.
was in text message.
No,
I
no.
asked him-
She means
Oh,
her
they
and
talked-
Bryan.
You guys talked about. Okay, I got you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Me and Bryan talked about it, and
Okay.
because we were talking, and we were in fetish land, and you know, he was like, you know, fuck my family, fuck my wife, and I was saying it too, and he was like, do you really feel that way? And I was just like, okay, that's a whirlwind. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you want the fetish answer or do you want a real answer? And he's like, give me the real answer. I'm like, do you want a list? I'm like, do you want a book? Do you want a pamphlet? Because I can go on for a little bit here. And he's like, just give me the list. And so I gave him a list why I did not like Krysti. And he like read through, and he's like, so I guess we don't really align politically. And I'm like, when have we ever? I'm like, we've never talked political. Like, this is the first time. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. And he's like, well, he's like, you can't believe everything that they say on the internet. I was just like, okay, I guess, sure,
Right.
you know, that's factual, right? And I was like, okay, you say you can't believe everything on the internet. I'm like, she's written a book, Bryan. I was like, you know, so did she lie in her book? He's like, what are you referencing? I'm like, her shooting the dog. He's like, oh, I can't believe people are still talking about that. It's so stupid. I'm like, it's a dog. It's a dog. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. No, he is like diehard sucking Krysti's dick. Like,
I'm sure.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy
It's
how
like,
he would go
Did he
from.
ever dress up as a dog and worry he'd get mistaken?
I think that would be funny if he was a puppy boy.
Yeah, I'd like.
I
to
think
see
that
him
would be even more ironic than being
killing everybody's chickens and.
right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did he do voices like accents ever?
No, not really. He gave himself the name Crystal. And I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
if he used it
That's his
with
alter
any
ego.
other like
Yeah,
sex
it's alter
worker.
ego. Yeah.
Sounds suspiciously close to his wife's name.
Maybe I wonder if it's like after his maybe his grandmother was named that. He's
We'll have to look into his family
Yeah.
lineage, but when he told me it was Crystal, I was just like, that is so close to Krysti. I'm like, are you just wanting to be your wife? Like,
With big boobs. Interesting. And no, it's also interesting that like he likes
he's
the
got bigger ones than
bigger,
his wife though. Yeah.
huge boobs.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean, they
Krysti-
looked like they were gonna. Were those actual balloons or what? What were those?
I think those were actual balloons, but that's the fun part. I never got those photos. Like I was telling them before.
Right. It's just a weird like titty thing going on with the balloons because it doesn't seem stable or like you can't even. They're not functional.
Yeah,
No.
no. I wish I got those
You
photos
could
because
get
I
like
would at
rug
least
burn on your dick trying
aligned
to titty
him.
fuck those. You know.
Yeah, I would at least just align the nipples because that drove me
I
crazy.
know.
Seeing that
Or
online.
get rid of them altogether.
Right, something like get a chest plate,
Yeah.
get something.
Right. like balloons have a lot of static. You know, you could go to the gas station and blow the whole place up with those balloon titties that he was irresponsibly
Oh my
walking
god.
around in with those
Can you
lopsided
imagine like
nipples.
squeaking?
I
Like,
mean, I'm sure he probably did that like all day. Like, where's he get his money from? He's independently wealthy, so he puts balloons up his shirt in the middle of the afternoon.
I don't know, but I know Krysti got that really big freaking 20 mil loan. I know she also invested into his company at some point, so I'm
Where
pretty
she
sure
was
she
banging
was
that
just
other guy
sugar tits
allegedly,
to
right?
him.
Wasn't she allegedly
Right.
having
Let's
an
get
affair?
into Corey. So, I think you told me, Raelynn, that Bryan mentioned Corey at some point.
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
we talked about Corey because, like I said, I always kind of played Jiminy Cricket with him. So I was like, I started getting curious, and I was like, do you think Krysti is fucking around because you're fucking around? I kind of like just blatantly told him, I'm just like, do you think? He's like, no, she doesn't know. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's kind of shitty. She's just cheating to cheat, and I guess you are too, so.
Hmm.
Oh,
Two
this is
wrongs
the guy the
don't make
wife
right.
was allegedly fucking here.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Which
kinda work- they
honestly,
could-
I feel
work
like he
together.
looks like Bryan.
He looks the same, just without the like. Put some balloons under his shirt. It could be the
Without
same
the
guy.
balloon.
Yeah.
He looks a little
Well,
smaller. But yeah, he looks a lot like
What,
Bryan.
Lacey? Is his name Lacey, or what was the other guy?
Hmm?
Maybe he's got like, I don't know.
Who?
The what did he call himself again? You said
Oh,
the name.
Crystal.
Crystal. Yeah, maybe I wonder.
Crystal.
So he'd be like Carol
Yeah.
Lewandowski.
Or-
Carol, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whoever
Kathy
he's married to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, whoever he's married to. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I mean, I can't remember. I think he's probably married too, right? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But
None of them. All they do is get married, then go fuck everybody else. Is all they do. And
Which
politics.
it's like just being an open marriage at that point. Like,
and
you want to
half
do
of
that,
them,
that's
the guys
great.
are fucking
But
each other. Half of them.
that's
Bumping
right. Yeah.
dicks in Congress.
right.
What else? Do you have, now that it's over, do you have any worries that that she's going to be vindictive, or that, I mean, anything's going to come of this other than what's already happened? Or do you think that maybe it's run its course, and now he's, if he's talking with other women, that, maybe, they should worry, not you?
I'm hoping nobody else is talking to him. You know what I mean? Because he did try to come back a couple weeks ago. And
Oh, really?
yeah. Yeah, he tried to come back. Let me actually see when that was.
That was going to be one of my questions. I was going to ask if you would take him back if he
So,
approached you.
I debated on it because he messaged me, and I was just like, at first he texted me on iMessage, and he was just like, "Who is this?" And I was just like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, "Is Krysti going through his phone?"
Who is
I'm
this?
like, "Oh God!"
Shit.
I'm like, and I asked, I'm like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Is it Krysti or is it Bryan?"
You said that? Oh shit.
Because I'm like, if she wants to talk, then maybe I'll know.
Yeah.
Oh no, man, I don't know. So he was like, "Oh, I'm just, he's sorry, wrong number." I'm like, "Are you sure it's the wrong number? Are you really wanting to play that game?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Are you sure you're not trying to come back?" He's like, "I've been a bad boy." I'm like, "Oh, I know you've been a bad boy. I've seen it." And he's like, "Yeah, he's like, "I don't know if I can come back." I'm like, "Then why are you messaging me, Bryan?
What the?
I mean,
Yeah.
why-
What's the deal?
Like,
Yeah.
why are you here then?" And then he started texting me on WhatsApp. He switched from iMessage to WhatsApp, like in an instant.
Why did he do that switch? Did he? Is there
That's
a reason?
generally his indication that he wants to pay me.
Oh, so that's where
Really?
you go to get the naughty stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, because
Did
we
you
would
get
do
to see his balloon? Did you get to see them bare?
No, I got to see his ass in some hot pants though.
In hot pants.
So he messaged me
right.
back on WhatsApp, and we were
where he bought them hot
he
pants.
he like talked to me. He was like, you know, thinking about like doing a phone call and all this and that.
Did he like whack off in front of you? Or, like, what did he do?
He honestly, not really. He wouldn't even describe himself as like getting hard. He would say, I'm wet. I'm getting wet.
Because he's talking about his bussy.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, he's talking about that boy pussy.
Yeah.
It's getting wet.
So,
I mean,
and there was
that's
like
crazy, dude. So you know that he's probably just sitting in like the office, and like Krysti Noem's probably just walking by putting plates in the sink, and the kids are coming in from soccer, and he's just like, I'm so wet.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, because I know there's some times that he talked to me that the family was there, but there was some lapse in the conversation.
Get out of here.
And he tried to say something, and I was like, you know what, Bryan? I'm like, I think you're a really sick man. I'm like, I think you actually have a sickness. I'm like, I think you actually have a problem. I'm like, it sucks that your sex worker is here telling you this.
Right.
But
it's like,
I think you need to go get help. I'm like, I
Somebody's gotta say
genuinely
something.
think
Yeah.
if you're going to go to rehab, I think you need to listen to rehab. I think you need to go
But
through
does he
this.
or her go to rehab? Which one, or do they both? They go separately.
I don't think Krysti went to rehab. I think it was just
his two personas.
Crystal.
Oh,
Crystal, does she have separate rehab?
yeah. Hopefully both. Honestly, they both need it.
You think he
She's
dreams
a
in
mess,
Crystal,
too.
or you think he dreams as himself? I wonder. Like in his dreams, is he speaking as Crystal, or is he speaking like
I think
his
it depends on the
normal
dream.
voice? Yeah,
I think
because
it
people who
honestly-
speak multiple languages, they dream in different languages. So maybe he dreams
Which
in
is
different
crazy.
personas.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told him, I'm like, hey, you know, I came forward not because I wanted to be a bitch. You know, I didn't do that because I'm just a horrible person. You know, I don't believe in the stances that you take. This wouldn't have been an issue if you didn't stand with your wife, you know, and I wholeheartedly believe in my boundaries. I wholeheartedly believe in everything I've done and said and do online. And I would feel like a hypocrite, you know, if I took him back. Because with everything that I stand for and being part of the LGBTQ community, also being married to an Italian Puerto Rican man, you know, I have a lot of issues with their stance on, you know, how America should be run. So I couldn't take his money wholeheartedly. And honestly, he still owes me money. So
really, are you serious?
Yes.
I honestly wouldn't even thought to ask that question because, I mean, they're fucking rich. So I would have thought that like, if anything, he would have like prepaid or something. How much money can I ask? How much he owes you and for what?
So there was just a few phone calls that I allowed gracefully to just kind of happen because, you know, at that point he was spending a lot of money. So I was just like, you know, let me throw a dog a bone, you know, ha 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 ha, right. You know, and there's just a few moments. There was actually one time he lied about sending a payment, saying that he sent a payment and it never came through. So he owes me about $4,500.
So he's a greaseball too.
What the hell is which is I'm able, if I wanted to go for like small claims. But
do you have somebody you can send to go get it? Somebody intimidating?
Yeah.
Like
someone with
like Krysti Noem. Maybe she could go beat
someone
it out
with
of him.
A pin.
Yeah, she could threaten to shoot him.
Right.
Get that money.
Okay.
Well, maybe if some of the other sex workers hear about that, they'll make him pay you. Sounds like he's still visiting them and on Telegram. So
and I've told him too, because I sent that message of like, hey, don't contact me, forget my name, forget my number, you know, and I sent him an invoice essentially for what he owes me. I'm like, if you ever feel fucking like a good dude, here you go, you know, and I don't think he's ever gonna pay me, but he should.
Absolutely, he should. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, they got so much money. Like,
right. Seriously.
It's people like that. The people just like that, in my opinion, that push for this world that made you lose your job in the end, that are pushing
Yeah.
for this technocratic world and all the other corruption and all that other bullshit we can get into another time. But point stands that, I mean, fuck, I mean, the guy doesn't even pay his sex worker bills. That's
Yeah.
that's brutal, man. Like,
Yeah. How scummy.
that's scum. That's pretty scummy, man. Like, geez. You didn't have any
How
experience
many
with
kids does he have? I'm sorry. He doesn't like
No,
he
that's
does
right,
have
let's
like a
go.
few kids, right?
Yeah,
They're adults almost,
three.
right?
Yeah, he's got grandkids. He's got grandbabies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Has
Grandpa
he referred
Bimbo?
anybody, any of his adult kids to? Like, it's got to be like, there's got to be other people in the family like looking at him, going, you know, everybody's giving him a shit, but I really like what he's doing.
yeah. Like, you know what, buddy?
I mean,
I'd like
hey.
to give it a shot. There's got to be at least one of them in there.
At least you know my name and where to find me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm out here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh man, would you accept Booker? I'm assuming, I don't know if Cassidy is a man or not, but would you accept Booker Noem as a client?
You know, I think it would be willing to worth, you know, exploring. I could see him liking big tits. I mean, who doesn't?
Would you tell him would you tell him to tell his dad to pay his bill?
Yeah, probably. I'd be like, hey, you're
You ain't
gonna
getting
pay
nothing
this,
until your
and then
dad
you're gonna
pays
go
his
to your daddy, and he's gonna pay me.
So, Raelynn, is there anything besides obviously paying his outstanding bill? Is there anything he could do that would not make you, but would get him back in your good graces to where you would take him back? Like if he renounced his politics or switched parties or anything like that, or is he completely
Chopped his dick
been
off.
written off?
So I don't think I've completely like blacklisted him. I think if he puts in the time, the effort, and the energy to rectify everything that he's done, you know, maybe even make, you know, big strides for the LGBT community and, you know, immigrants that want to come into America legally and just kind of help, you know, people who need to be helped. Yeah, I think we could open up that door. I think if we could establish those boundaries and have clear communication on what is needed in that relationship, I think so. You know, outside of that bill, you know, I think he has that way of building that bridge. It's just if he wants to pick up the hammer and do it.
Well, there you go, Brian. If you're
Oh,
watching,
Brian, if you're watching, buddy.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
he
you
is.
can
Out
get
here. We're
back.
all
You
helping
can
you out
come
here.
Brian,
back.
let's get it going. We're all here for you, Brian. Could we sit in on one if he comes back?
Oh yeah. You guys will be the first ones to know.
Yeah.
We'll get some beers. We'll get a joint.
I got a ball gag somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
One
I
of
hope
those
he does
roses
become
is what it's called, a rose. Is that what it's called? That so not long ago, as a joke, me and a friend, this is it was probably a few years ago, we went to a sex shop and pretended to get in a big fight with each other. And I would just pick up like it was just like a black ass. It had no legs, but it was like a big black ass, which I've been calling ungovernable. It's an ungovernable ass. And it's just got, it's got the hole in the back. And I'd be like, why don't we get this, baby? And she'd yell at me, and we just have a big fight over which sex products to get.
Nice.
And
I love that.
what I learned was the people who work there have a lot of they know everything about all of this stuff, and they can give you great information.
Yeah.
And we just bought the store out.
I love that. I hope you guys had a fun night.
Yeah. Well, I gave it to the homeless. Yeah.
Oh, there you
Oh, wow.
There
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
trying to
Give it
donate.
back to the needy,
Not gonna
right?
give them food. They're drug addicts. I'll give them that ungovernable black ass that was at the sex shop.
Crazy. Would you, Raelynn, were you, or did you ever have Hunter Biden as a client?
No. Although I would not say no to anybody in the Biden family, you know.
He seems to pay his bills, I think.
Yeah, it seems like he comes with receipts too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah. He'll
he also
sometimes pay
seems like
more.
the type to be like, yeah, I'm fucking with a sex worker, so what?
Yeah.
You know,
I love how he tells everybody how to make crack. He's so enthusiastic about it. Like,
oh
he's very
yeah,
detailed.
I love it. I fucking love
he's
it.
very like he should teach it at like MIT.
Just like a little home ec class.
He's crazy.
I'm just glad he's such. I think he should run for president.
I think I'd rather see him in the freaking voting polls than anybody else right now.
Yeah. Although, he probably wants Trump to deport that like 5-year-old kid of his that the whole family didn't want to ever acknowledge. Just deport that kid. Hunter's probably like, do me a solid so they don't have to talk about that shit anymore. Get this kid out of here. What is that?
Oh my gosh.
He's just a really good guy, though.
Well, yeah, they all are, man. Just like Bryan.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever get caught or almost get caught with Krysti? Or did he ever like push the boundaries in the sense that like he's just asking to get caught?
Yeah, I think in anything that he was doing at that point, he was just asking to get caught. I did notice that he had a habit of like deactivating accounts and clearing messages and stuff like that. So he didn't save anything. So he was pretty smart about that. But we were having a phone call one night, and I guess she must have been home, and he was like, hang on a minute. I was just like, okay, maybe he's grabbing a cigarette, maybe he's grabbing a shot, something very normal within our sessions. It didn't seem out of the blue. So I was just like, okay. So I stayed while he was doing something, and then I heard rustling. So he must have like put me in his pocket or like a shirt pocket or something. And all of I hear is, who are you talking to? And I was just like, that's a female voice and that's not a child voice. I'm like, oh God, that's Krysti. I'm like, oh fuck. So I immediately mute myself because I'm not about to give anything about me away. You know what I mean? But I stay listening. And then he's like, nobody, I'm working. I'm on a phone call. Leave me alone. And I was just like,
ooh,
this is like 10:30 my time. It was like midnight his time. You're not talking to a client, fucking dumbass. Like, you're the client. Like,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So he got back on the phone with me, and I was just like, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I was just like, okay. So we talk a little bit more. He sends me another invoice, and he talks for like an hour, and he's like, I gotta go. And he, I guess, went off to bed or something. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Now, what kind of where did he sleep in? Do you know if there was lingerie, what his night outfit was?
So I think generally when he was talking to his sex workers, he was at least in a thong, because with me, he always had a thong on.
Like, I can see him doing that. Like, just, that's probably, you think he wears it all day, like at work, or does he pop it on when he's...
Yeah, no, he said he wore it to work. He wears it to the office.
It's like, if you ever seen the movie Bull Durham, the picture, he gets in the zone because he's wearing that chick's thong. So that's probably what he's doing. Yeah.
It's probably like his lucky pair of underwear
like
or something.
Unwashed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Did you watch the day that she was at the hearing and getting grilled about sleeping with Corey and all that, and he was sitting behind her?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, was he wearing the thong that day?
I don't know, but I could imagine he probably was.
I guess
she popped that shit every time she walked by it too. I bet she pulled it up and popped that shit.
Yeah. Dinner's ready.
Right.
Yeah. Made him a little bitch.
It's weird how he seemed to, when he was talking with you, he seemed to put Krysti on a bit of a pedestal, but on the other hand, I mean, he's like mouthing off to her and lying to her, somewhat cheating on her, speaking with other women, and this whole lifestyle.
He would jump from being very defensive about Krysti to being, tell me that, fuck my family and how they don't deserve my money. And especially like around Christmas time, he's like, oh, tell me how I should spend all my money on you and buy you all of these presents and not my family and all this and that. And then, a week or two, he'd be on the other end and be like, "Oh, I love my wife. You know, you can't believe what you read on the internet." And I was
I
just
mean,
like,
nobody loves his wife though. So that's a lie.
right. And it's like, can you just choose a mode, my guy? I can't read you. Like, you're more like temperamental than I am at this point. Like,
because she lives with like Krysti Noem that tries to probably act like a man around him.
oh
She
yeah,
spends all day with pretending to be an ICE agent with like it's like ICE Barbie doll.
Yeah.
And like he's like a little bitch, and so he probably like wanted, like, I bet it was a nightmare being
Oh, yeah.
married to her.
I could not imagine being married to her. I'm shocked that they have kids. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do that much work.
Yeah, how do you even get those pushed out of his dick hole?
Right. I don't know, man. Especially like being so like submissive that he is,
Mhm.
like, there's not really a dominant bone in his body.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna, when you have like a powerful wife, that's gonna
Yeah.
lead to problems.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? So he's not. He is heterosexual. He just talks like he's a woman, but he doesn't like sausage.
Not that he's ever said, but he has told me during like sessions that, you know, he wants to like dress up in all this lingerie and
Yeah.
like sexually like blow guys, and
Right. Maybe in the White House.
yeah. And he never talked about like him getting fucked or anything like that.
Right.
It was just, it kind of stopped at oral. So I think that's
Yeah.
probably where his
Right.
sexual boundaries are.
Yeah, it's not moral if it's oral, they say.
There you go. There you go. You know.
It's interesting. I guess that'd be funny if that's actually where he drew the line. He's like, I'll blow every one of you, but you cannot bang me.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, that's probably like his mentality, because he never like had a conversation of like talking about taking things up the butt, him fucking guys or anything like that. It just purely stopped at oral.
Right. What a tease.
Yeah.
Or something, I guess.
Did he want to do that voluntarily, or did he want you to force him to do that?
That's what I wanted to know, but I think it sounds like she wasn't forcing him. It sounds like he was bringing it up.
So it was definitely more of, so everything within our relationship was very consensual, you know what I mean? But when he was bringing it up, he wanted it to be more of a situation of me making him do it to please me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know, do this or, you know, I'm gonna out you to everybody. You know, it wasn't anything like that. It was just a more so a different kind of a situation within the fantasy, I guess.
Okay. But that you manufactured the desire for him to do it for his benefit, right?
Yeah, I always gave him the room to feel free to say what he wanted to say, because I always told him, I'm like, don't feel like you need to say something to please me. You know what I mean? Because I always told him, I'm like, we could sit here, watch a movie. I don't care. You know?
What's y'all's favorite movie? Do you have similar taste in movies?
During the holidays, we had like some very similar like taste in movies.
Yeah.
You know, he liked like the Hallmark movies. I think that's also why
he loved those Christmas Hallmark movies. Like, yeah, there was one last year where it was I can't remember the title, but it was a Jew and a Christian get together at Christmas, and I thought that's all Israel doing that, you know, all the time.
Yeah. Basically
trying to steal our, you know, right out from under us. You probably like that. Those Hallmark movies are good though. If you want to learn how to write like a log line, they're all like ridiculous. It's like two people who graduated from college 10 years ago. Guy comes back and she's like a barista down on her luck. And she like spills coffee on his cock one day, and then she's with somebody, and it's like, oh, I can't, you know. And then Krysti Noem's husband comes in and throws the town upside down.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
new hot bitch in town.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm retarded. I'll just like I'll say stupid stuff unprovoked from time to time.
Oh, you're so good.
I'd invest in that movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we should come together with a script.
We'd come together, all of us.
That is correct. Balloons and all, man.
Yeah, we'll take those balloons down with a couple shots.
Yeah.
That's probably his biggest fear is like a pin, a very sharp pin.
Right. I mean, he should at least fill them with water.
Something.
You can't. I mean, it's gonna. Somebody's trying to. He's gonna pop. At least fill it with water and give him something.
Right. It'd be at least a little close to kind of like implants, you know.
Right. Maybe stuff some T-shirts in there.
Yeah.
So
we should do a Give Send Go to raise money for real tits.
For real tits.
GoFundMe.
But we get to pick them out though. All the people who donate have to agree on it democratically.
Yeah. We could do a poll on nipple placement.
Yeah. And they could be different colors, can be anything.
Yeah, that'd be good. We'll start a GoFundMe to get Bryan Noem some fake tits.
Yeah.
I mean,
what he wants.
He'd probably donate to it.
I'll probably.
Maybe we can give him Krysti. Maybe we can give him Nancy Mace's tits.
Chop hers off, or like give her the replicas.
Right. Because those things have gone to her head a little bit. I think maybe she needs a reduction so she can come back down to earth a little. Because everybody's tired of her shit.
The boot green,
Yeah.
a little too strong.
Her tits have lost all power over any guy because she was too obnoxious. So she has lost her privilege to have those fake tits.
There you go.
Let's see. Do you have any other interesting stories you can think of? Story time.
I think I kind of went through what I was thinking about earlier. Do you guys have any like more questions about?
Do you have thoughts on the Diddy trial? And like, so we're talking about fake boobs, and now all I can think about is that Punisher guy who Diddy would while he would sit naked with a burqa on and oil himself up, he would come in and have sex with his girlfriend. And the guy was a Punisher. I think Diddy like found him on Craigslist and made him a superstar. I mean, what a rags to riches story this guy is. And he's making all this banging. Diddy's girlfriend, and afterwards Diddy would be like, go get that other nigga's cum and rub it on my nipple. Like he would tell him to go do that, which was a very interesting part of the trial. What a weird request, but you're paying the bill. So the Punisher, after getting all this money, what he does is, he told the story. He went and he got like a rod put in his dick, and he like really became the Punisher. And he was talking about how he pumps it and makes it bigger, and it's just like he's got like a pump up dick, and he got his 75-year-old granddad one too, and they're like $15,000. Now these people are doing. Do you know anything about this new technology? Probably DARPA backed.
I will say that's the first time I'm hearing stuff about that from the Diddy trial, but what you're describing, I know so much about.
Yeah, I mean that's post Diddy trial. That's an interview he did with some friends of mine on their show, and he went in detail. It was like 20 minutes where he was talking about this pump up dick.
Yeah.
Metal rod, and and like you could like stand on it the way he talks about it. Like I'm trying to maybe set aside some money if it's safe and effective. Some people are going to Turkey and they're gonna get bad dick jobs.
You can definitely get like, just like girls can get, breast augmentations, you can get dick augmentations. I used to have like a long-term client where, I'm not even joking, it went past his knee.
Really? Is that what is the use of that? Like what's the use of most of that? So unless he's having sex with like Yao Ming.
I mean, unless you have a very accommodating women,
I mean, it's got to be a wide open vagina to handle that monster.
If you just have somebody that has like a hallway, it works.
But
he told, because I asked him one day, like, because it was
like
after
Stacey Abrams, it could be an ideal.
A couple of years, and I was like, why the surgery? Because he was talking about getting another one, and he's like, honestly, he's like, he's like, I have a bad ego. He's like, I feel like even still, I feel tiny.
So how small was it to start? Like how long have the extensions been?
So he would do like anywhere from like 4 to 6 inches at a time. So it got to a point where he would get erect, he would have to like lay down because he would get lightheaded.
I think everybody would. Drain the blood out of the whole building.
Yeah. Like it was crazy. But yeah, it was just generally a like
So
self-confidence
he's
issue.
basically made his dick unused. He can't use it because it's so big at this point. Probably. I wonder if it affects the sensation.
He never
It
seemed to
must.
have like issues with like sensation, but we always had like longer sessions,
Right.
you know? So I don't know if his stamina or just because of how long the cum has to travel. I
It's got
don't
to
know.
go along. It's like the Oregon Trail on this.
Right. Yeah. You got to go
Yeah.
across America just to get off. Like,
Right. You're going to die of dysentery and everything in between. Not everybody makes it around.
yeah.
This
it
was
crazy. Actually, I miss him. He was really nice.
You know,
But yeah.
Is he dead or like?
No,
you
I
missed it. I didn't know if he
just
choked on
stopped
his
seeing
dick.
me.
Yeah, he might have tripped and choked on it or something. You know,
That
I
I
passed
found a
out cock
girlfriend
rings
that
at
makes
Dragon
him
Con.
very happy.
Like last year, 2 years ago, I passed out cock rings at Dragon Con to everybody. I was trying to give all these people, and they all took them. They all wanted them. I gave them black penis straws and stuff.
I love that. I was at Dragon Con 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was there. I was interviewing people.
Oh,
and
that's
I was
awesome. Maybe we
asking
saw
them if
each
they
other.
like Trump or Kamala, and then I was giving them cock rings for their answers.
I love that.
Yeah,
I am so sad that
they
we
were
missed each other.
refurbished. They were slightly used,
Great.
but they still everybody got a cock ring.
Oh man, I don't want a brand new one. Fuck that.
Right? Yeah. It's like a glove, a baseball glove. It takes months to work in.
Yeah, you gotta have it formed.
Right. You got to rubber band around it, little oil on it. Get that baby.
Mm-hmm.
You're flexible.
Yeah, spit shine.
Yeah. Yeah. It frightened me in the chats, knows.
So Raelynn, I'm curious, since this whole story has dropped, have you seen business pick up? Have you gotten more clients?
I will definitely say I've had like a few like just flighters, like people who are like, oh, I want to be your sub, I pay you, and then I have not heard anything from them. It's just kind of like, oh, I want to pay the hot girl who's famous right now. I think it was just kind of like one of those things. Surprisingly, I don't know. I don't know how to like, I guess I just didn't go viral enough. I didn't hawk to it right.
Right.
I'm not too sure, but I was
tragic
also
down rise and fall of Haktua.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe I should try.
You don't want to be
shit
her
boy.
anyway.
Maybe
She's a
that should be
fucking
my next
scammer now.
venture.
Right.
But I also was doing this during the bot fall from X, where like they were getting rid of a whole bunch of pages. So like I lost a whole bunch of followers. And I was trying to regain them. So it's been hard to kind of see if I've actually like gained more of a following, but it hasn't been like bad, where like I'm not making money. I'm not getting, I ruined my career. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing good. I'm still here, still Raelynn, still
cool.
making guys come,
So Raelynn.
How many a day you making blow that load?
I say on a good given day, probably 15.
15.
Yeah.
That's not. It's Are there any that just can't ever do it, or is it you just have that 15 clients like?
Well, I have guys.
An hour or what?
Those are just like guys who like pay for like texting sessions, OnlyFans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have a few guys on the daily that pay for like daily conversations.
And they talk to you about anything from just like what's going on in their work and life, and it's like like a girlfriend.
Kind of like a girlfriend experience, with the benefit that I get paid for it.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So this is your full-time job then.
And so what they get in exchange for that pay is the rest of the day they don't have to deal with a woman.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they pay for, because these chauvinist pigs, all have these negative views of women. And I'm I think if everybody had a cock ring, everybody'd be a little happier.
Yeah. Yeah, I always tell everybody online, especially when I'm like streaming and stuff, that if I was ever voted into any kind of position of power, I would always try to make, everybody happy before we make any big decisions. Like, let's say I'm in a position of power and I'm at like the world leaders room, Yeah,
like the World Economic Forum with Klaus Schwab, you're hanging out.
Yeah, no, we're partnering everybody up to your preferred partner, whether it's female, male, non-binary, MB, does not matter. You're getting partnered up and you're fucking. You're
fucking
coming.
each other. So yeah, you
You're,
get Klaus
you're
Schwab
doing
and,
something to
and
get off,
George
and then we're
Soros get
making
together and just
decision
fuck
on
each other
whatever
to
it
literal
is.
death. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and they have to survive it too. So you got to put these oldies with each other just to see who comes out on top.
If your heart goes, then it was your time, my guy.
That's how
like you
Lindsey
should
like
be
Mitch
enough.
Mitch McConnell killed Lindsey Graham that way, I heard.
You know, it doesn't surprise me that he has his own scandal. You know what I mean? That does not shock me at all. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a lot to come out about Lindsey Graham. I already saw some people coming out of the woodwork saying, like, when I was 19, like these guys that were like, you know, really young saying Lindsey Graham paid to have sex with me while he wore lingerie. And there's a lot to come out about Lindsey Graham.
Yeah. I wish we could have seen this a little bit earlier before his passing, but you know what? Grats to all of the theys and she's coming out with it, and you know, good on them.
Yeah, I think it was kind of an open secret that Lindsey Graham was, you know.
Yeah, because he was not married nor have kids or anything like that. So I think it was just kind of like, well, you're this old, never married, you know,
all
you
jokes
gay,
about it.
I guess, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta hope in these situations. The best you can hope for is that they don't clear out the basement, find a secret door, and you find like a rape dungeon. That's as long as you don't have that happen, then you do better than Jimmy Savile over in the UK, which that's what they found after he died. Was
Savile had a rape dungeon
after they celebrated his life for 4 days, and he had been knighted twice, and he died, and they found that secret rape dungeon, and it really, really changed people's perspective on it.
Wow,
the secret rape dungeon did.
That's crazy.
You know, it's unfortunate to lose such an iconic figure. I was just at the World Cup and the Brits were losing, and these like 55-year-old men were walking down the street and just beating the shit out of metal trash cans and uprooting them. And like what they like, one guy got, a couple of guys got, they were fighting each other. The fans were for these two teams, and like I kept asking.
It was crazy.
I kept, because, you know, you smoke a fag in the UK. I kept saying, well, what are you going to do now that you lost it? You know, before you leave Atlanta, you going to burn a fag? And they were like, you know, yeah. And then I'll be like, you seemed so happy before. You were so happy, so gay. After the loss, you feel a little less gay. And they would answer, and then they would start fighting. And then one guy had on I didn't know the difference in the jerseys. And I went to go ask a guy, is that jersey England's jersey? And he like kind of scoffed at me. I thought maybe he didn't hear me. And I said, is that jersey England's jersey again? And then he turned and snarled at me, and I saw it said Messi on it. I realized he thought I was antagonizing him and trying to like pick a fight with him, because everybody was just wanting to kill each other, man. So I didn't mean to derail on that, but
yeah.
Yeah, gave them all cock rings. Really, it solved the problem.
Yeah.
Nice. That's funny. Let's start a little bit of until we get into something else. Why don't we do a little bit of Bryan Noem trivia?
Sounds good.
I'll ask the questions. We'll all take our guesses, and Raelynn can give us the answer. Let's start with cock size.
Cock size. He's okay. So he's 6 foot. I'm gonna just go 6 inches. I know it's lame, but 6 foot, 6 inches.
I'm gonna go 5 1/4, and probably on the, you know, average, probably not super thin, maybe normal, just 5 1/4 normal girth.
Don't worry about the girth.
I mean, it's got three or four veins wrapping around. You can see pulsating.
Don't worry about the veins either.
It's two-toned, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Normal helmet. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think he's either got like a fucking horse, or he's got like a little Donald Trump. So I'm gonna go with. I think he's got like an 8-incher. Raelynn, what?
You know, I can't say on record because I've never seen it. But
you haven't? Oh, okay.
No, he was never one to send dick pics.
Well, did he ever talk about it? Did he have a name, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like if you had a monster cock like that, I feel like you're one to like show it off.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's probably got like a
So I'm thinking,
he's probably got
I'm
like a
thinking
Tic
it's the
Tac.
latter. I'm thinking
He's got a
probably a
Tic
little
Tac UAP
small.
down there.
Yeah.
He's got a blip on a radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Maybe it's
Fair
like
enough.
Epstein's egg shape.
That's why he calls it a vagina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Epstein's egg shape. Is that
Yeah.
caused by the dick pump?
I don't
No.
know.
Shaped penis?
Oh, I don't know.
No. The dick
It's
pump
not.
just makes you larger. It just pumps more blood into the area.
Do you know what? So was his dick shaped? Does anybody know if Epstein's egg shaped dick was he born that way? That's
Yes,
It could've
unfortunate.
been like a
allegedly. It was
defective
described that
dick.
way by a few victims.
Poor
Yeah,
guy.
egg
Yeah.
shaped.
Yeah.
There's a deposition where the cops like, and it says here you've got an
hilarious.
egg shaped penis, and he's like, I think we're done here.
No,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think we're done. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then they went in the other room. They all got.
Then they measured it.
Took a shot at it.
Mhm.
Tried to scramble those eggs.
Okay, so we don't actually know. That's fine. So I guess you don't know whether he's circumcised or not.
I wouldn't know, but coming from like his religion, you could probably make some speculations.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we'll scrap those two questions. All right. How about if you're okay answering? Now we find out that he owes you money. He didn't pay his bills, but for what he paid you, include if you can think of it, including all the Amazon purchases and gift cards and stuff from the start of the relationship. Can you do you mind giving us an estimate? Can we guess an estimate on how much he provided you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen. Anyone got a thought right off the
So
top?
is
I'm
how
gonna
much
go.
he provided, or how much payment total?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
total.
so when you missed when they first met-
$115,000.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say
Adam?
35,000. I think I read that somewhere. I watched another interview that you did, Raelynn, and I think you said somewhere around
Oh,
35. So I'm cheating, but
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna assume that didn't include the Amazon stuff, and I'm gonna say 50,000.
So Adam is definitely closer. With what he is missing, I am closer to like 40K.
Yeah.
well, let's hope he pays.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I could use that money right now. I got bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
No,
Yeah.
so I wonder where that, because sometimes people share banking accounts. I wonder if he had like a private account, like a
Mhm.
like a me account that she didn't know about, or I wonder if if it was coming out of the shared account and she just she didn't care. I don't know.
I don't think it came out of like a mutual account from them. He
Yeah.
had to have had at least a separate account for his own finances and his business LLC. So
Did he try to make money doing this too?
As Crystal?
Yeah. Like, did he see a potential?
no, that would be funny though.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. I should have made him make an OnlyFans, and I
That'd
could
be
profit.
that'd be like a great sketch where you're his mentor and you're teaching him how to
Missed
and then-
opportunities. Oh my god.
yeah, and then you get all these like people in Congress like sign up for it. They try and sign up secretly for both of you guys, and like then we compromise all of them.
Oh yeah.
And we take
Yeah.
down the global elite.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's a great
Um,
script.
Who else do you suspect? I think they might have asked this already, but I don't mean to interrupt the Q&A. But is there anybody else other than like maybe Lindsey Graham before that who you like or wonder might dabble in your types of services?
I think honestly they all do.
Yeah.
Because we already know that Trump does
Yeah.
because of
hope so.
Stormy.
Yeah.
And now, the gentleman of South Dakota and then Lindsay,
What about
I
Anna
think
Paulina Luna? I'd like to see that.
I would
Honestly,
love a
that should be
female sub.
televised, and you could. That's how you raise that money right there.
Yeah.
Is you get all these
like-
women in Congress to do it, like the babes in Congress, too.
Yeah.
To join you.
Yeah, honestly. And I think every
course.
single last one of them has a sex worker and like some sort of stance, whether it's prostitution,
Absolutely, they have.
escort, online, anything. I think somebody's got somebody.
It's crazy, like,
100%.
yeah.
There's that. Do you guys remember the Deborah Jean Palfrey case? She was known as the DC Madam.
Oh yeah.
She
Yes.
ran an escort service in Washington D.C. and she had this list of all these senators and congressmen and judges that she was going to release that were her clients, and then she unalived herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the timing, it worked out nicely for the people on the list, but yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, she was the original Epstein, but yeah, she supposedly had, information on all of them.
I believe it.
Trump's gonna be. We found the book, the DC Madams list, and the pages are blank. They're all
rejected.
It's all Democrats.
It's all lies.
Yeah, nothing in there. But if there was anything,
Adam Schiff on every page. Adam Schiff looks like someone you never want to leave an unattended drink around.
And he'd hit you.
He's an amateur screenplay writer and he does amateur stand-up comedy at Democrat events. I've yet to find a video of it. I've just read about it. Just like every joke is probably like the cringiest rape joke.
Oh my God.
Like, that's what his entire set's like.
Probably.
They're probably like, oh my God, it's so funny. He'd never do anything like that, right?
He's like, only thing missing from this Democrat fundraiser, rape. It's like his whole thing.
Right.
And then all the girls, like, they fall asleep because they left their drinks unattended. And that's why you don't go to these things.
Let's see. Okay. You gave us that already, so we can't ask that.
Sorry to keep derailing you.
No, man. It's all good, buddy. We can do the trivia throughout. It's not a big deal. Did he have a favorite yoga pant color? Or did he just have that one color?
From what I have, I don't know. But it looks
or did
good
he have a favorite color?
Well.
Did he have a favorite like?
Do you want to guess?
Like his favorite is what? Sorry. Guess what?
Yeah. Did you like his favorite like leggings colors?
Oh, okay.
Color is purple. I'm gonna guess purple.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd say hot pink.
Ooh.
That's a good color on him.
You said he was. I don't know, man. He sounds like a shitty sub, and he sounds pretty boring to an extent. You keep saying he's boring, and he had the tan, this and the tan. I'm gonna go with tan.
Yeah, something conservative. He's a church lady.
I will say it is on the more boring side. They're like this like green bluish. I actually have a photo.
So he's like, he likes. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, he's got one of them, ungovernable asses in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
To him there. That thing's not like, you can't contain it.
Oh, yeah. I was shooketh when I got there. I was like, damn, I kind of need your workout routine, man.
Maybe that's why he wears the green, because it's already making enough noise itself. You don't need to add too much flair with the color.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Krysti Noem, she had that, she could have been... She's took it for granted. That's what happens sometimes in marriage.
I mean, when your husband has a nicer ass than you, that
Right. Yeah.
I will say, Raelynn, he doesn't have a nicer ass than you. I looked at your pictures before I made my thumbnail. I used one of them, and you have a very nice ass. It beats his, so don't feel bad about him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I worked hard on my ass.
Yeah, it shows.
Thank you.
You should be able to write that off too. It's a business expense.
Oh yeah, I was able to write off my tits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how would someone like Krysti's husband, what would he need to do to maybe get a write off on his knockers?
Casey's listening.
He would have to like join OnlyFans. He would have to start like making money off of it.
All right. He's got to open himself up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable.
Yeah, he's not.
So anybody listening wants to be like the first subscription, we should pledge. If he'll take it, maybe we'll get him a subscriber.
Right.
Okay. Reach out.
Tony, anybody in chats? Force Mommy? Yeah,
Anyone's
Force Mommy,
interested.
I know you love subscribing to OnlyFans channels. I told my friend just to get like an AI face, fake person, and then just use his big hairy feet, because there'll be like a niche of people that likes that. You know, they'll think it's like a pretty girl with big giant, and just like you know, stomp squirrels to death or something, and just show your feet. Like you'll get a real sick but rich group of people.
I believe
fake squirrels.
I believe stepping on live things would probably not be allowed on OnlyFans. I'm just gonna go off on a limb.
No, there's really no.
Well, you might have to go to like
that,
some of these like the dark web where the real money is, where you get paid in crypto.
Oh yeah.
To see that,
Where the
kind
Washington
of
money
shit,
is.
you know.
Oh man, I would love a crypto sub. I need some Bitcoin.
Yeah. No, yeah. So can you guys get paid in crypto?
There's certain sites that allow to be paid through like crypto. I've never done it because I don't have like a wallet set up or anything. But I don't know. Maybe I should make my own shit coin and see how well that does. Like hot to it.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it.
Maybe
right?
rug pull some folks. Like seems to be the way in crypto.
Yeah, I just won't fuck people over.
It's like, I mean, that's like what like all of them are like. Yeah, that's like how you get rich. You just do a little insider trading.
Yep.
What do you guys think of Poly Market? Where you can just bet on how many times Trump says a specific word tomorrow during a speech. If you're the speech writer, you can make a lot of money.
Oh
because
yeah,
you know what he's gonna say.
Oh yeah, I'm sure at one point he's gonna start talking about the attractive men in the crowd and how attractive the men in the area are.
Very good looking. Very good looking.
Oh yeah, I love it when he starts trailing off on that and his dementia.
Lindsey Graham is a handsome corpse. You guys should partner with like Poly Market so that you can funnel some of those winnings over to you guys.
Right.
Yeah, Trump does enough insider trading as it is.
Yeah, he needs to leave that for some other people, man.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think Trump gets a third term if he comes out as a black woman.
My gosh.
Of course he does. She does.
Yeah. He can break ceilings. Like his last day, he's like, my final act as president is to announce that I am now Taiwan blacksmith, and I've been honored to be the first female president, and I'm going to be running again, and there's no stopping this machine. And then he wins.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
that really piss off Kamala too, though, because it's like stealing that.
Oh,
you know.
I mean, what is it that holds someone to that presidency in the sense that, like, is it the name? Is it the entity? Is it the?
It's a good question.
Flesh and bone. I've never heard of very.
Partly it's the compromising material they have. That's part of it. But how? Is it? What are they associating with it? You mean? So can you change the name?
And can you change yourself to a point where you can run again?
I mean, legally. You would think based on the rules that you should be able to, the way they apply the rules to society.
Well, Trump can speak with Bryan maybe, and they can kind of collab.
That's why I never understood. I don't think Michelle Obama is a man. I know it's funny people point at the crotch. Maybe I don't think that's the case, but she should have just embraced that.
Yeah,
because it would appeal to her demographic, and you know.
I think she wears a strap on. I don't think she's
a
man. I think she wears a strap on sometime because, like, some chicks do that. Like, you know,
Obama's gay. He said he's gay.
Yeah, like in public, just as a thing. Like, I'm the man. Like, I'll penetrate you if I want. Yeah, I think that's what she. You know, I don't know if it's Obama that she pegs allegedly, but I think she was wearing a strap on.
No challenge. She probably got a long list of people trying to get in there.
Well, I think Melania is like Trump's dummy mommy.
Are you serious? Yeah, she's kind of hot. Melania is.
I 100% because if you look at like her appearances, and she also gets paid from Donald Trump for appearances. Like
really?
Yes,
nice.
He generally pays her to show up and be public.
And she got a big payday off that shitty documentary too.
I would come if you pay me.
Yeah. And that documentary is like so pointless. Like it was almost like, okay, you're gonna let me make a documentary and get paid $20 million or whatever from Netflix, and you can get $10 million from Netflix too. But I'm gonna get, this is my time to get some attention, because it's such an unnecessary topic for a documentary, in my opinion, but just the way they approach it is so stupid. Like, oh, the first lady. Yeah, like it's like, really? We needed a documentary about this? Like, it's so retarded.
And they pumped it up. The marketing, they had it on every network.
Yeah,
and they had this unified marketing effort.
They were forcing soldiers to go see it. Like, you better go see this movie, or yeah. It's ridiculous. I couldn't even. I had to flip through it. Like, I couldn't actually watch the whole thing. I had to just flip through it to see, like, is there anything good? Where's Trump? Trump's entertaining. Like, is he in here? Yeah. It's also obvious now. They're such money whores, right?
Oh my gosh.
And of course, allegedly, Trump and Melania were introduced by Epstein, and the first time they had sex were on Epstein's plane, the Lolita Express. So that could be. People say that's like the one thing that Trump doesn't want out, from the files. That's one of the reasons why he was so hush hush about it, which wouldn't be a good look, I must say.
Yeah,
no. People are gonna get hurt, and there are a lot of good people are gonna get hurt.
Yeah. Think about the people, man. Think about all those people.
We wish Ghislaine well. We wish her well.
I think there's worse than that.
She's already trafficking over in that lower grade prison we put her in. She's doing a great job.
So determined. So inspirational.
Martha Stewart. I don't know if Orange is the New Black portrayed it, but Martha Stewart was apparently dominating pussy when she's in prison. She was
I could see that.
a bad bitch.
Like, actually?
I mean, they have a character. I don't know how true it is, but they have a character based. Probably not that true. It's based on her. Orange is the New Black, and she's like, I mean, she's Martha Stewart, and she gets all the pussy. She's like the pimp. She's like Biggie, just get in here. And they went downtown whenever she snapped them fingers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Home decor too, so they would get tips and stuff. It was like very clean. She's old, but
then she comes out of jail and she's hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah.
She's
hardcore. She's bad.
Yeah. Only one of them's a felon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. The other guy did nothing wrong.
Dude, there's an interview of her years ago where she's talking about how she cheated on her husband and how it's his fault. She's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a whirlwind.
And she's not even like covering it. She's just saying it directly. Like, I cheated on him, and she's just blaming him for and it's not even one of those scenarios where it's like he was beating her or something. It was just like I was bored. He made me bored, so I like fuck this other guy. But like, and he got all bitchy about it. She like talked about it like that,
I can't even fathom that, because I was in a horrible marriage and I never cheated. I stayed so faithful to a man I should not have been. And it's like, that's crazy. What do you mean you're just bored?
Yeah, it's just like some people, they have to get constant validation, and it can lead to troubles.
Do you think Bryan was how do you think Krysti treated Bryan? Do you think he needed to be contacting these women because Krysti like wasn't putting out, or she wasn't giving him attention, or that he just was into this other stuff and didn't think she'd be into it? Like, what do you think that's all about?
I think being part of the position that she was took her away from her family a lot. And from our sessions, they would really kind of switch between being, I'm in this fantasy world, and I could really see that like fantasy horny mindset. And then within like 20 minutes, he would kind of flip it and ask, what's my favorite Chinese food? He really just kind of wanted to talk to somebody. And I think what it really kind of boiled down to was that he wanted to talk to somebody who wasn't ultimately going to judge him. Yeah, he wanted to be able to just freely be Bryan with no hesitation. And he was able to do that with me, which I think that's why he developed feelings the way he did. Because even though I was a paid worker for him, he still had that emotional attachment.
I mean, that makes sense. That type of dynamic in a marriage is not an uncommon one.
Yeah.
Where people just they don't want to be judged and criticized all the time, and so he came to you, and you, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Raelynn, I've heard I was looking this up, and some things that online doms talk about is a lot of the people that approach them are like very like they know what they want and that's what they ask for, and they're very pushy with that. The term that I got was doming from the bottom or something, where
Mhm.
Wow.
basically like they're kind of like,
Interesting.
say this, do this. Was he like that? Was he very much like, this is what I want, please do this?
I mean, he would definitely tell me kind of the gist of what he wanted, but like that's something I think he really liked with me personally, is that I could take that lead. I remembered what he liked and what verbiage he liked. I could kind of read the mood that he was in, so I could, you know, kind of tell if he wanted to just kind of talk and bullshit, or he was really heavy into the fantasy at that moment. And I was able to kind of lead those interactions. And I think he loved that kind of confidence.
Nice. So you're very caring, Dom, for all the guys out there that might be
Yeah.
watching, that might, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if anybody who's interested, I am a caring Dom. We have communication, we have boundaries. You know, I do check-ins. You know, I'm like I told Bryan, you know, never feel
You
like
make him
have
feel
to
seen and like cared about.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't.
That's what I do. Like I'm an empath at heart. So, you know, I care about my people. You know, if you're going to spend a lot of time with me, naturally, I'm going to kind of care about you. You know what I mean? Like that's just who I am. But I always told him he never had to perform for me. If he wanted to sit down and watch a movie together, we could. And he did take advantage of that sometimes, but like
Yeah.
I tell all my subs, you never have to perform for me. I'm happy just being here. You know what I mean?
Did the subs ever cross paths? Did they ever meet each other?
I had a couple of subs, especially when I was like really heavy into like my adult streaming, that they would start talking to each other. I had a couple of subs like add each other on Facebook, and they're
So
like, "Can we
they had,
add
meetup
you?"
groups
I'm like,
where they
"No,
like chill
that's
out and
weird."
get beer and.
Yeah, no, they would talk to each other. They
That's
would
cool.
like joke around. They would like bust each other's balls. Like it was insane.
You're like, that's my
you know?
job.
Yeah. They'll take turns with like, oh, it's your turn to take her for exclusive now because that's like
That's
my one-on-one
funny.
show. So we're like,
Any
oh, it's your
Mormons get
turn,
in
you
there? Any
know. They
Mormons?
pack me around essentially, you know.
Yeah,
Oh
interesting.
my God, wow.
So what? So any super religious people like no, or
yeah.
just anything
Yeah,
like the
good
strangest
question.
thing ever?
Good question.
I get a lot of all types of religions. I just recently talked to a man who's Muslim. I talked
Yeah.
to a couple of
Is he a terrorist? I'm kidding.
No. God.
Not anymore.
You know, I talk to
just-
I don't really
that one was
discriminate.
for you, Lindsey Graham. Okay.
I don't really discriminate against religions.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
try
I'm
to.
not religious. I'm more spiritual than anything. But a lot of people come to me for like blasphemy stuff. I think because
Ooh,
of Bryan.
Really?
Because
So like confessional?
kind of, but more like because Bryan, he wanted a whole religion based around me. He was trying
Wow,
to
that's interesting.
like come up with like this goddess name for me. He created
Like,
an altar for me. You know,
How does that feel? Him doing that? How does that make you feel?
you know,
You feel like a princess?
you know.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
You feel good,
What's that?
you know?
Like your own Scientology?
Right. I was just like, you know, it was crazy because he was like, you know, give me ideas. I'm like, bro, you started this. I'm not the one who's making me.
Yeah, he's like, I've created this religion around you and built this cathedral, and you're like, then he's like, now I'm out of ideas. I mean, that's pretty wild creativity there to
It's
run
like,
out.
You really
It's
got
like, what do you
sussed
think
right
of this?
there,
It's probably,
huh?
well, I've never seen this before, so you're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
I take anybody on, and my motto is, if you're not hurting me, you're not hurting yourself, and you're not hurting others, I don't care what we're doing.
It's like improv, kind of like some of this games, except with the you know, improvisers, they never have sex usually, so there is difference there. But Is there like, did he create like songs for you? Is there a
No. No, I would have loved that though, because I would have loved to just roast him
Get a choir in there?
on like how pathetic you are on creating a song for me. Yes, continue. You're gonna sing now.
Be like, you got a fucking pianist, organist, church organist for me, and just
right.
So he had a shrine for you. Did you ever actually see this shrine? Like, where was it, in his house or?
So I've seen it very briefly, and it was very rudimental, I will say. So it was probably something he was able to put together and take apart very quickly if need be. But he never had like photos of me or anything. So it was just like a few flowers, you know.
Okay.
I think there was
what represented you.
I think it was the flowers. I think the flowers kind of representing me. So I think from like a bystander, if somebody looked at it, it was like, okay, maybe this is like kind of like a Christian thing, because there was like a cross in there, you know. So
right. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
You know, so I think he was just using things that he had at the ready, you know.
Yeah. Well, so he kind of makeshifted it, like put together, And he didn't have a photo of you?
No, he never kept any photos of me. Probably rightfully so. Because I probably would have freaked out if I find out who he was and who he was married to, and I found out he had a physical photo. I'd be like, burn it. No, you know. Yeah, we're not doing that.
She's got that shotgun.
Yeah, no. So she was pretty smart with like not keeping any kind of like evidence. You know what I mean?
Except those big balloons.
Except for big balloons.
Hey, what are these big balloons bouncing around on the ceiling?
Yeah, where do these balloons come from?
Nothing to see here.
Let's
put these back in the closet.
It's like it's for the grandkids, right?
Oh, God. The grandkids are coming tomorrow, remember?
Why is this one blown up so much bigger than the other one?
Yeah, they're not even, Bryan.
Smells weird.
So I get that he was into the big tits, the bimbo, and all that, but you also you all, I know that your hairdo is different right now, but even from the pictures I've seen, you definitely have a nerdy mix with a rock and roll badass kind of mixture going on, I'd say, just to keep it simple. Was that also his thing? Because like I used to have the stretchers myself and everything, and so I recognize some of the style, but it seems very particular, obviously. And I mean, the bimbo thing is one thing, but I mean, just because he's like a Christian suit and tie, proper guy, dating Krysti Noem or married to Krysti Noem, it's just an interesting style of woman.
Yeah. So I think he called me his goth Barbie. Because when I wear stuff, and especially like my lingerie, can kind of lean more black, more alternative, you know. I'm definitely in that kind of a niche. I'm definitely not your preppy girl. I do like pink, which is so funny. Like everything I own that is, you know, electronic, that you can see, my desk is pink, my little desk there is pink, everything's pink, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, he really liked the alternativeness, and I noticed I was really different among the other girls that came forward. Like there was a girl in Las Vegas where she was very much Barbie, bimbo, fake tits, like pink latex type of model, which is great, but that seems more of like, I thought, his standard type. And then another girl came out and she was more like your pretty girl next door neighbor type of thing. I was like, he really has a range of women that he liked to mingle with.
Really?
But I would say that he really got close with my personality and how I looked and how I kind of talked to him, and I would sass him, and you know, I wasn't always just he with him. You know, I'd bust his balls sometimes. Like,
nice.
Yeah. Would the other ones kind of suck up to him? Be too nice?
I'm not too sure. From what I saw, it was really transactional. between those girls. It seemed more of just like buying content, videos, texting sessions, stuff like that, you know. But outside of that, you know, I don't think he really got that personal with them.
Do you think he slept with anyone else?
I don't know, but he was trying to convince me to do it because he was willing to pay my deposit to go up to New York because he wanted to take me on a shopping spree, take me out to a couple of restaurants, stuff like that, which I was willing to do. I've known him for a while. You know, I don't do it for all of my clients because I like to have that like history and trust, and especially with how scary the world is, you know. So we had that, and I was just like, okay, you know. So I came up with a number. He agreed on it, and then he started talking about, you know, that evolving into us sharing a hotel room. It went from 2 hotel rooms to 1 hotel room, and I'm like, we're sticking with 2 because that's my own safety. You know, I'm not going to be stuck in a room with you, you know?
Yeah.
So, but he was willing to pay for sex. He was willing to do that.
What was he, did he give a price?
So my price
She
for that situation, what to meet him, this was not for sex or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just for us to meet, shop, and stuff like that, was $20K.
Nice.
Get it, girl.
Nice. So you I'll go shopping with him for $20K if he wants somebody to shop with too.
And then you would have spent some more on you,
I can afford to buy security in New York.
Yeah.
I could also at any point buy my plane ticket away if I felt
Do you bring security with you, like a guard?
Yeah, I was planning on buying like a security team.
Nice.
Yeah, I planned it out. I was gonna be super smart about it, you know.
Yeah, don't use the Secret Service. They're not very good.
Yeah, no, I've heard some things. But yeah, no. But yeah, he was more than willing to, if he had the opportunity to pay this for sex, he would.
Again, would you Indiegogo, if anybody's if it's legal in your state, I encourage anybody to start an Indiegogo to help fill his fund up if he needs help, since he's had all this
well, we got to pay her. We got to get her bill paid first.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's going to be where the first portion of it goes.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. Would you have told him about the security team, or do you?
Oh yeah, I told him.
You tell? Okay. Have you had the situation where you've hired a security team for a meeting?
No, I've gotten close to a few guys, like I said, having that relationship and rapport with them. And it just, life would always happen where like those meetings would never happen. But in every single case, I've always let them know, be like, why my deposit is as high as it is, why, you know, I would have security, and even outside of security, my husband's gonna be there. You ain't flying me out alone. You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. I know some women are able to do that confidently. I don't trust nobody as far as I can throw them.
Well, clearly this guy.
I wouldn't either.
So,
did he have security when he went anywhere?
He never mentioned anything like that. He was always just gonna show up.
Yeah.
Like, he was very reckless, and all of the interactions and things that he wanted to do, I always hated being his Jiminy Cricket, like, because he never had any kind of like remorse, thought forward about any kind of repercussions or anything.
So he was I mean, it sounds like he didn't care if he got caught.
No.
Like maybe he wanted to a little bit.
Maybe he wanted to. Maybe that was his way out. Because we had a few conversations where, like, I kind of stepped out of the fantasy moment, which is very rare in the dynamic. And I was just like, hey, can I ask you something personal? And he's like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, why are you married to her? Yeah. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm like, with everything that she's done and with how her popularity is online, I'm like, I couldn't imagine sitting here and sinking with a ship. And he's like, well, what do you expect me to do? So I don't know if he was happy in his marriage. I don't know if he was looking to get caught so he had room for divorce. Like, I don't know where he is in his religion, if he believes in just divorcing your partner because you're not happy anymore. I know a lot of religious people don't, you know, so maybe he was kind of in that mindset.
I believe that's Catholics. I believe that's Catholics.
Do you think he's actually really religious though? Like I feel like a lot of these people,
like
I feel like a lot of these people paint.
Honestly,
like,
that's where you can get probably in a lot of customers, Catholics.
I think he was probably raised religious, as most of us were, you know. And I think it's more just being a product of his time. You know, I think it was, you know, you kind of had to, you know, be religious, love God, be a God-fearing man, end quote.
And he can get forgiveness, though, through confessional, so you can just wipe it clean. Right?
Yeah, and that's probably what he thought, you know.
And the priest will be like, I'll talk to God for you, which I don't know enough about Catholicism, but that's always
right.
The middleman to work it out.
I think he liked the adrenaline that came with sex workers and being religious and that being a bad thing to have, you know.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all cultural programming too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Any other questions, gentlemen, before we start wrapping up?
Is there the strangest request you've ever gotten that stands out to you?
Like from any customer?
Just anybody, yeah.
Ooh. My favorite memory was we did a session and it was an impact play session. If you don't know what that means,
Is that where you stuff stuff in their ass?
No. It's where he plays with like needles. So he would with pierce himself.
Just needles, okay.
Yeah, like piercing himself. So he chose a very particular spot he wanted to pierce. So
that skin, it was the skin at the head
underneath.
Of the,
so it was like the skin underneath.
No, the skin right under the tip.
Yeah, but the shaft essentially kind of near the balls.
Oh, near the balls.
Area.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then he was like running out of room because at this point,
so it's not a Prince Albert. You're talking the base of the dick where the balls are.
Yeah, base of the dick. Okay. Like underneath base of the dick.
Yeah.
So kind of like Jacob's ladder thinking. So,
is that what it's called?
Kind of like in piercing terms, that's kind of like what I'm describing. But we were like running out of room because at this point we had like 20 needles. And so I was like, lift up your balls. And his scrotum had a lot of real estate. So I said, throw the rest of the needles down there. And he did. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So did they stay there?
It was just like piercing play. So they just stayed in for the session. And he took them out afterwards, cleaned them up. I made sure like.
How many times can you use those needles?
Once. Healthily, once. If you're going to do piercing play, this is my disclaimer. If you're going to do piercing play, please only use your needles once.
Is he in pain when you're doing that? Or is he getting off and in pain?
He's getting off and in pain. And at a certain point, you know, you get hard and then it kind of softens, but he's still enjoying himself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So needles in the scrotum area make a hard dick for this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my
that's a pleasure pain thing. That's a lot Freudian right there.
Yeah.
Maximizing both.
The rush, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some needles right now after the show's over.
I can walk you through it. I got you.
Well, I'm going to give them to a homeless person.
You got to pay extra though,
Brad.
You have to pay up.
I'm going to tell them about this, and I'm going to say, first one to do it gets a sandwich.
We'll see how homeless you really are.
Right.
Yeah, see how bad you got to be hard though.
Right.
Disqualification.
Mm-hmm.
Stipulations here.
Yeah. No bullshit.
Okay, we need to hear some more. If you guys don't mind, you got any other favorite requests or anything like that? Because that one was pretty wild. That one was pretty cool. I felt like I was there, and I felt like the needles were in my scrotum.
We all felt needles.
Jordan's trying to live vicariously over here.
Fun stories. Yeah. Like I said, I've been a sex worker for 12 years, but another one of my like top favorite to like party stories. This guy comes in and his name is Apples in My Ass 123. That's
his nickname.
Yep, that was his username. He came in and I was just like, okay, you know.
Wait, that's his username. You said sorry.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That was his username.
Oh, it's a web. It's a webcam party.
Yeah, it was online. So you have like a whole bunch of people come in. Yeah. So it was a username, and so we go private, and he opens up his cam so I could see him. And he's like, you know, doing his stuff. I'm doing my stuff. And then all of a sudden,
like what's the stuff going on? Is that
him playing with himself? I'm playing with myself, you know, showing what I got.
Right. And then the apples come out, didn't they?
He got on his back and spread his legs. And I was just like, oh, I'm getting a show. So I get up in the camera and I was like, what are we watching? And I see a green apple. I see a yellow apple. I see a red apple come out of this grown man's ass.
So he's got a little mini fridge. It's a mini fridge.
Yeah.
Now, was he hungry or was he showing it? Like, was he like, I need to take a second and eat, or was he showing you what he could do? Like,
it was like he's showing me what he could do. They were whole apples that he's already had inside.
Does he have a digestive problem, or did he? Holy
God. He lubed up some apples, shoved them up in there, decided to come into my room, and then show me how they exited.
Yeah, you know,
trying to impress you.
There's.
That was his way of peacocking. That was his peacocking.
You know, somewhere there's like a bunch of people like at a party. They were like, "Oh, here comes Jake with his old apples and bananas out his asshole trick again."
Yeah,
every time.
I can only imagine seeing this guy go to the store in the produce section every week, buying like 4 or 5 apples at a time.
You're wondering what he's doing,
right?
Yeah. I go over there and say, "Those are going in your ass, aren't they?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I get thrown out when I do that.
Do not let this guy in the produce section.
Yeah, especially if it's an attractive woman. It's not. Don't do that.
I mean, I guess a pretty girl can really make a man do just about anything.
Yeah, see, girls. That's true, because guys are weak around girls they think are pretty. They just, like you said it earlier. You give him shit, and that's what girls that are pretty. You got to give them shit. You can't. Everybody sucks their dick all day. You suck their dick too. Then you gotta give them a little bit of shit.
Oh yeah, no,
you gotta really slap them around a few times, you know, put that white.
Yeah, you gotta show them the boss.
Yeah, not really. I'm talking metaphorically.
Yeah.
Pop that ass. Show them how you can shoot that apple right out of your ass and right into their head.
Oh man, I'm just so happy they came out. Like I had checked with him. I'm like, was that it? Was there only 3? Like,
is that what you said? Is that all?
Right.
Oh, boring.
Where's the banana?
That's only it. God.
Yeah. It's really common for people to go to the emergency room because they put something up their ass and can't get it out. Like a big one's a light bulb, you know?
Yep.
Because after a certain point, now, Raelynn, you might know better than me, but doesn't your asshole actually suck things up if you put it up a certain way? And so people, you know, oftentimes have to waddle into the ER.
Yep. Yes. I've also
that's a moment of regret too, I think.
It's so funny. It's never happened to me. I've never had a medical emergency like that, but I've seen instances. I think we also have all been scarred by the jar video.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
That existed until you just said that.
I forgot that existed.
That I mean,
I never saw it. Explain it to me.
You never saw it?
Well, I don't know if you want the details.
Okay, so it's a jar on the floor, right? And then you see this guy lower himself onto it, and you see the jar go inside of him. Yeah. But then you also see the jar collapse.
Yeah.
Inside of him, and then you see the aftermath of him.
It's very disgusting.
It's very graphic.
It's. Yeah.
I remember
one of those like videos of like, you know, like Blue Waffle. It was like one of those early internet trauma.
It's like rotten.com stuff, you know.
Yes,
it's like that guy, that moment that thing shattered, that guy was overcome with regret. What have I done?
Yeah, so
I could have learned a magic trick or something. You know, I could have learned to ride a tricycle.
I really would love to see the jar guy come forward and start talking about it. Like,
Yeah. See if he can.
Oh, today
do
he
a
would
bigger
just
jar in his
rock
dick.
it up. What's that?
Yeah.
Do
What's
one
that,
in his dick. It's like
a jar, a dick jar.
Well, you know, you got to probably, it's probably like you got to, you know, when the ears with the, and like on National Geographics, they have to stretch out the earlobe and stuff. It's probably going to take time for him to open it up, but
Oh yeah.
I believe he can do it.
On tape every day, and you just
Got to have something to aspire for.
Oh yeah, but another disclaimer for everybody out there: if you're gonna put anything up there, flared base. You need something with a flared base.
What does that mean?
So it doesn't go all the way up, is that?
So like a water bottle, if you're using a water bottle, you need another base on top of it. So when it goes in,
like
it's
a koozie.
that,
Okay,
know.
I see.
Yeah.
Right,
like
so you can get it out.
like a butt
So it's
plug.
like an attachment point.
Yeah, kind of like
Okay.
what a butt plug looks like. You need that base. There's a
Right.
reason why butt plugs look the way they do. It's because they're safe.
It's all the sailors that are holding onto the rope on top of the dock, keeping that rope attached.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you don't end up in the hospital, you're saying.
Essentially. If you want to do butt stuff safely, lube.
Right. That's
Lube.
funny.
Flared base.
Fair enough.
It'd be a funny book, butt stuff safely, and you provide this advice,
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
and people can avoid emergency room. You can save them lots of money.
Oh yeah. More money you can give to me.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
And you save yourself a story of why were you in the hospital? Well, I stuck a dozen pencils up my ass.
Yeah. God.
All right, one more story if you got it. I promise I won't ask for more. We'll save the rest for next time. If you got something in the chamber.
Yep. So I had this guy come in and he took me one-on-one, like exclusive, and he wanted SPH, which is small penis humiliation, which is fine. You know, you
Say
got
that
which
again?
got
What penis humiliation?
small penis.
Small. Okay.
My micro. I've never seen a micro penis before this guy, and it was truly a medical thing for him. And he,
Really?
yep, masturbated with a spoon.
Yeah. This Chinese man did.
I don't know his ethnicity, but he literally, it did not come
He
out
fucked
of
a
his
spoon.
body. It didn't
crazy.
come out of his body. Like he had
He
like
had to
an
stick the
appendage
spoon
outside.
inside
Yeah, he would put it in
and just
Yeah.
That's how he get hard.
yeah, and he did
So
a-
how was it when he got hard? Is it any bigger?
that I couldn't see him hard.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So we need to get him in
Wow.
touch with the Punisher and that dick pump so we can
Like-
match them together.
He was like laying down, he had balls, and then it was like a flat coin. You know what I mean? Like it was
Man, that's
stacked coins,
crazy.
flat. And
That
There
he
you
sucks.
go,
had-
I feel
fellas.
bad for him.
Always look on the bright side.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm,
he needs
I'm
to
like,
spoon.
this
Great
guy
right now.
better eat pussy good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he better.
he's got to have a big tongue, or
Yeah,
something's
he
got
Something.
better compensate, you know, because he's short 1 cent, so he's got to maximize
Yeah.
that other one, like
Yeah.
Daredevil.
I've
But
heard
yeah,
a lot of people like this.
I've never
that-
seen a micro like that before, and I was just like, oh, that's medical. That is
Was he
medical thing.
Japanese or Asian?
Who fucking knows at this
Hey,
point?
is it true that black guys all have bigger dicks, or is that just a myth propagated by Stacey
So
Abrams?
you'd be surprised. I've had to give SPH to some black guys before.
I'm telling you, they've been living this lie, making us think they're all bigger. I don't think it's the case that they're Division I performers and we're all FCS schools here with white dicks. I think it's more even.
There's definitely some guys, black guys, that are like definitely graced. You know what I mean? And they have that stereotype.
sure.
But there are some other guys that
Fuck
have
those guys.
shocked me, and I was like,
Right.
oh, okay. You know, I guess it happens to everybody. You know, it's genetics.
And Diddy kind of had like a button dick. a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I heard too, which is insane to think about.
That's weird. Yeah.
That's
Did
why
he
you want all
really?
those other guys to bang his girlfriend. is
I
'cause
guess
I
so.
mean,
Yeah.
That's
He's like, I
fair.
can give everything in the world to you, but I can't give you that. And he's like
That's
pointing
why
at the
he's
bigger
so-
dick.
That's
'Cause
why
he's
he's so
got the button.
pissed off all the time too. Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say that maybe that's why he was angry all the time.
Yeah.
His music was fueled from that. His music was the large that his dick could not be.
Mm.
Well, I believe he didn't have a great upbringing either. Like he was raised by his mom. She had these parties. Like he'd
Sex
have to
parties.
get up and like perform for people at a very young age. Like perform, whatever that means, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have it super awesome growing up.
I mean, that doesn't justify for what he's done, but I do get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My favorite part of the trial is that all the courtroom sketches made it look like Diddy didn't realize he was on trial, but like he thought that he was being honored. Because it'd just be like him with a heart smiling, pointing at somebody and just hugging his mama. It's just like, does this guy think that this is a tribute that we're doing here?
Oh, it's just a roast, guys. It's so funny.
We live in the good old days.
Right. Oh, we're just going down memory lane. Oh, okay.
He's going to be naked in a burqa in the courtroom.
Right.
Man, you know that dude's got like hundreds of ramen noodles and honey buns in that cell.
God, dude,
oh yeah, man, we got honey buns, we got all the flavors in here. You want a soup? You gotta go through me. Ain't no soups coming out of this joint unless they go through me.
I thought it was great when Sam Bankman-Fried, who was his roommate for a while, was like, Diddy's a really great guy.
He's great.
Yeah, he's probably hoping for like, okay, I said you're a great guy. Can I get some soup now?
It's like I did the thing, guy. Can I want a cookie? Like
yeah. He's like, let me fuck your wife when I get out with something.
Right.
Exactly. Well,
I can ask immature questions all night. So thanks for having me on the show. And I'm sorry that I'm very childish.
No, man.
Oh, you're good. This has been fun.
Yeah, this was great. Raelynn, thank you so much for your time. Before we let you go, where can all these new clients find you? Where can anyone find you?
So I am on Twitter or X as Raelynn Riley, or you can just Google Raelynn Riley, Bryan Noem. You can generally find a lot of places where I'm at. I'm on Instagram under Tiny Rainstorm. Same for TikTok. But you can really just reach me on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. It's where I take a lot of my clientele. So if you shoot me a DM through there, I'm always active. I don't have any bots, no AI. I respond to everything by myself. I run everything by myself. So
beautiful.
Nice. Brad's writing this all down, I see.
Yeah, I'm putting it all down to make sure.
Oh yeah, he's like, I got a sub.
I'm gonna make sure these homeless people. I'm gonna be giving a lot of the. We're getting subscriptions. I'm gonna give all my friends and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as we end the show, all three of us are gonna independently DM you.
Ding, Her phone's just gonna be blowing up.
Let me get my balloons.
We'll see each other in our next live stream. Like Jordan, Brad.
I didn't
call me a piece of shit. Tell me I'm a piece of shit.
I can do that for you.
Something to start with. No, I mean I don't. That's just what I imagine I would do if I had an alter ego. I'd be no, I'd probably be like, tell me like that one joke I told that one time. Tell me my jokes suck.
Tell me I'm funny.
Tell me I'm never gonna be funny.
Whatever you want, I got you.
Stupid. All right, sweet.
Beautiful. Okay,
Raelynn,
Raelynn,
talking to you guys.
Yeah, this was fun. Raelynn, we'll reach out again and be in touch. But all the best to you, and take care for now.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Raelynn. It's been great.
That was great. That was fun.
That was fun, guys.
Let me be retarded.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we were just having like a civilized conversation, and then this drunk soccer hooligan shows up and just.
I tell you what, man. Nothing I love more than hang out with a sex worker with two of my buddies. 3 guys.
Yeah, good old times.
And like, it was fun, dude. And I would like to get Krysti Noem's husband on if you can make that happen.
Okay,
please.
We'll see what we can do.
We could get a reunion of them.
We can get them back together. We can get
We'll do Jerry Springer it. We'll get Krysti in here, or we'll get an impersonator and fake it if we have to. Yeah.
She doesn't.
And watch the fireworks happen. I think we would actually get to deeper truth. I think there would be a coming together, and I mean that in an emotional way.
Yeah.
If we could mediate these three, and perhaps Krysti joins in the fun.
We could save the marriage. We can save Bryan.
Right.
And we can get Raylynn's bills paid.
That's right.
Do a lot of good. We could do a lot of good.
Yeah, she seemed very nice. You know, some sex workers do this like strictly for the money and they don't care. And she seemed like someone who
She seems cool,
genuinely cares about her clients.
Being
So,
She
nice to
has
him for
customer
sure.
service. She
Mhm.
definitely takes
She
sex
listens
work
to him,
customer service to a new level, I'd say.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's
Is there a
that's
a
great to
Yelp? I'm
Yelp
sure
review.
people can leave reviews on sites like that. I don't know how they work. I would imagine.
Oh yeah, they got I'm sure they have different sites where you can rate sex workers and stuff for sure.
Do you guys know what your Uber rating is? You guys perfect scores?
I'm like I've like just below a perfect score because some idiot
One
gave me
asshole. Yeah, I got
one
one prick.
one yeah.
Give me I probably gave him 5 stars too, because I give everybody 5 stars, and I regret that.
Yeah,
I will for the rest of my life. That piece
Middle
of
Eastern
shit.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, mine was too, dude. You know,
It's got the swords in the front and
I
all
was like, "What's
intimidating.
up with these swords, dude? This is America." Like,
Yeah, like
and
they
then,
shot me up.
you know, and he got pissed about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, then go home then." And like, whatever, dude.
Whatever.
I would never do that. I'm nice to everybody, usually, mostly, sometimes.
Yeah, you're a Greek guy, man. Where
You
can
are too, dude. Thanks for
where-
having me on and
Yeah,
letting me.
man.
So
Well,
there was so many there was really.
I didn't
angry, as
realize you were
said,
at the
England
World Cup
fans, dude.
so
Do
that's
what?
cool that you made it. I'm glad that
I
you
didn't
made
go to
it.
the game. I was just interviewing people
Oh.
outside. I had a press pass and stuff, and I've been
Oh.
going. I've gone like 6 days now, but this is the one I wanted to go to because it was England and Argentina, and apparently
Cool.
they really hate each other, and there were some fights that broke out. And,
Yeah, I heard it was messy.
They had a war, England and Argentina,
Yeah,
right? The
that's right.
Falklands.
And they sued. And England was so butthurt. I mean, and they were so sad and just pissed off after the game. It was crazy how sad they were.
Yeah.
They're just moping around, kicking trash
they
cans
had
and-
it, man. They had it, and then they let 2 goals in less than 10, 12 minutes or something. And that's
yeah, in the end, they hadn't won.
in
and they
hockey,
were
that's
upset.
like letting 2 goals in like less than a minute.
Right. And this other guy got mad at me too. Another similar from the first story. He had on a England shirt. I didn't see it. All his friends had on Argentina. And I knew the jerseys this time. I just didn't recognize the shirt because I saw all the Argentina jerseys. So I keep saying to him, because he's standing in front of me and he's like he seems upset, but everybody else is happy. So I'm like, congratulations on the win. Because I thought he was with everybody else. And I said, congratulations on the win. I said it like 3 times to him because I'm like, why is this guy so upset? And then he's like getting angry. And I realized he's got on a Europe shirt and he also thought I was mocking him.
Yeah.
And then he got mad at me at one point because I just kept making fun of him. And he goes, this is a fucking American show. And I was like, well, it is. That's good. That's correct. And the reason, and I admitted this immediately, that I didn't think that he was English is because he looked more Argentinian to me. And when I saw the shirt, I go, that's my inherent racism. I pictured, I'm assuming you're white guys. You say this is a fucking American show. It's obviously is what he said. This is obviously American show. And I was like, well, you're not so obvious a European though on your end of it. And
you give him
I was
something
just
to think
fucking
about.
with him, but he was nice. Not really. He all his friends. He tried to fight all his friends after that. It was fun.
Some people, man, you just can't deal with them. But.
Yeah. And another fun question to ask him is, how do you guys feel that Trump put all of this together?
Oh,
People get really, really mad when you say that.
Yeah.
They're like, no, he didn't. And they'll scream at him. One person said they wanted him to get AIDS. And then I would just say, but he put all this together for you. And they go, no, he didn't.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, look, I don't love Trump, but all I'm saying is he is the one that got the FIFA guy over here. And he is the one that courted him. And he did kind of make it happen. It's like, shouldn't you be a little grateful? And they're like, no, and they get so angry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Those are those people that are so glued to their side. That,
yeah.
Anyways, until next time, my friend.
All right, man.
We'll have to get you. Let's
Sorry,
try
I
to
was
get
late.
You,
I lost track of time interviewing
That's
people.
cool. That's cool, man. Let's try to get you back, if not at the end of the month, at the start of August.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. Before you go,
All right.
where can people find you, man?
Propagandafight.com is my website. YouTube.com/Brad Binkley. Rumble.com/PropReport. At Freedom Act Radio and X. All links in bio. Propaganda Report podcast on any podcast listening app. And I do a subscriber only show with Sam Tripoli and Austin Picard called Whatever This Is. It's like a weekly conspiracy deep dive. And you can get that on patreon.com/propaganda report or propreport.locals.com.
Beautiful. All right, buddy.
All right.
Good to see you,
guys.
and thanks for showing up, man.
Thank you. Later, y'all.
Later. Cool. Adam, thank you so much for showing up. How did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed that very much. That was a nice, fun show. Got some good information.
Yeah.
Stayed really lighthearted, and I think everyone had a really good time.
Right.
And yeah, it was
too,
good.
Man.
Good job putting that one together, Jordan.
Yeah, thanks. We'll I'm going out of town Friday for a few days. I'll be back at the start of next week, and then we can connect and put something else together. I'd love for you to maybe come on when we book, like we said, when we rebook Bart Sabrell. I'd like to try to bring you on there. So, but yeah, man, let everyone know where they can find you for those who are unaware.
I am at the Truth Desk or at Truth Desk on all platforms. I believe Truth Desk is going to be X and TikTok. Everything else should be at the Truth Desk. Look me up. I got lots of good shorts and long form. And for those of you watching from my YouTube, Jordan, let them know where they can find you.
Thank you, my friend. Please subscribe. You can subscribe to the Divulgence Podcast on YouTube. You can also get us on Spotify, Rumble, Apple, and pretty much wherever you get your audio podcasts. And other than that, you can check out the scotthortonacademy.com/divulgence for a discount on the Scott Horton Academy memberships. And that's about it for now. We still have a few spots left for the iPad giveaway. So quickly subscribe to Divulgence Pod on YouTube, and you take a screenshot, send it to divulgencemail@gmail.com, and you're entered. Once we hit 1K, we'll do the raffle. And that is about it. So thanks to everyone in the audience, all the people in the chat who's pretty active, and seems like everyone was having a good time. So props to you guys, and thanks to all of our supporters and to everyone who supports the Truth Desk as well. Wishing you guys a great evening, and Adam, we will definitely talk to you soon, my friend. All the best.
All right, Jordan. Have a good night, brother.
You too, man. Take care.